I'm the one you really want, but you just can't see it. I tried and tried to make you understand, won't believe it. It's a shame. You're missing out on a good thing. And it's a shame. You can't see a damn thing. Well, what you so scared of me for? I'm just a woman. Maybe I got it all together like you think. Maybe I do. 'Cause yo, I'm fresh and cool. So cool. I can stand on my own. I'm magnificent. I'm a queen on the throne. I'm magnificent. I'm the magnificent. Say what, say what? I'm the magnificent. Say what, say what? You're standing against the wall. Baby, why you frontin'? When you could take my hand and we could get into something. It's a shame. Shame. You're missing out on me. And it's a shame. You don't even know my name. 'Cause I can stand on my own. I'm magnificent. I'm a queen on the throne. I'm magnificent. I'm the magnificent. Say what, say what? I'm the magnificent. Say what, say what? I'm your sunshine and your rain. My heart, it doesn't die. My love remains. Why you can't see me? Why you crying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey yo, I'm the magnificent with the sensational style. Yes, check your head to toe. Don't forget to smile. Bless. If you were smart, you would try to snatch it up. Moving like a snail, when you gon' catch it up? You on it 'cause I'm bored, laughing 'cause you just a clown now. Ain't worthy of the queen, probably bow
I know
down.
y'all can hear everything, but we are streaming this live on ATM Bankshot, Facebook, ATM Bankshot YouTube, and ATM Bankshot Twitch. So, good 9-10. We're still live, baby. You already know what it is. Anyway, it's about 5 to 6 minutes. The first panel can independently become the next one for NIL. Stay tuned, stay focused. Let's go.
Don't even know what we're praying for. Damn, I need a minute. So baby, keep your distance. Let it off, so I'ma just go. While we're waiting up, I just need some time alone. Damn, where the hell am I keeping? yeah. I said, let them hate if they wanna go nowhere. They can hate if they wanna. Let them hate if they wanna go nowhere. Mhm. All your friends keep saying you can do better. Somebody else, hey, saying I'm dangerous if you can do bad. All by yourself. Hey, everybody got something to say. And you don't even want to see why they talk so badly. I actually make you happy. All that matters is I say, and I don't even give a damn. You are my better man, so tell them if they want to hear they can.
All right, so it's 1:30, and we have to keep on time because that's it. We just have to. So I want to introduce first the host, JQ. She is a very awesome person, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself to y'all. But yeah, so JQ is coming up here. Yeah, that's the main person's name.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be called the main person, but how y'all doing? Good. My name is Jaquise, but I go by JQ is my marketing name that I go by. So I'm the owner and founder of JQ Sports PR, which is a sports PR business for athletes and sports companies. I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually a former college basketball player. I played at the Division I level, JUCO, and Division II. I didn't get the opportunity to play overseas, so I knew I wanted to be around sports. So that's when I started my own company. At the beginning, I was traveling to all the, elite basketball events, Nike EYBL, the McDonald's All-American, the Under Armour events. Did that for a while. Came in contact, with some of the players that you guys probably know now that are in the NBA, De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, and all those other guys. But then I started seeing some things that was, going on behind the scenes and decided to transition from being in front of the camera to now behind the camera as a brand PR manager, again, working with athletes. I also work with families as well, with the recruiting process. So that's who I am in a nutshell. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So the next person up here was a yeah. Our next panel, sorry y'all. Our next panel member, Shay. She coming up here. Shay's an awesome person in North Carolina as well. She does a lot of stuff. And she's actually inspiration behind Hoops and Hip Hop because there was one post she had up and she said, I'm somewhere between hoops and hip hop. So she loves basketball and she loves music. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. As he said, my name is Shay Fudd. I am somewhere between hoops and hip hop because I currently represent one of the Charlotte Chargers linebackers. I'm currently a publicist for a lot of hip hop artists and pop artists. So I juggle between both. But yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn. I live in Charlotte now. I just recently moved and I do radio promotions for all 6 radio stations there. So anybody need any type of PR, marketing, artist development, brand development, sports branding, that's what I do. And I look forward to just speaking with you guys today. Thanks.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I was trying to see, but I don't think Steve can make it out here. So I will be taking his place. Steve is the founder of the League NC. It's an independent basketball organization over in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I think it's their 5th year now, playing over at I forgot the rec center down there in Winston. It's behind Winston State University. But he's been doing that. And then what happened was he's actually expanded. He's with the Josh Howard Foundation. And he's also expanding into a women's only league as well for the city of Winston as well. So all that is awesome. Yeah, so Bob will be taking his place right now. Also, shameless plug: the CDs that you have on the seats, those are connected to an NFT. So if you have a digital wallet, guess what? You also have an NFT now. There you go.
Oh, okay, okay. I was waiting for the cue.
Yeah.
Before we get into the topic, I wanted to, speak to Shay and Promise about what the NIL is and how important it is before we dive into the topic. So I wanted to get you guys input. Number one, how important is it for athletes to build their brand, no matter if they're in high school, college, or even at the pro level? Usually at the pro level, they already have their brand and what they want to do outside of their sport. But I think it's so important in today's sports that these young kids getting proactive and building their brand, knowing what they're going to do after life, after sports. So Shay, I guess you can, answer that question first.
Okay. What is NIL and how important it is? Well, NIL is the name, image, and likeness law. It was passed 2 years ago, and it allows athletes to now profit off of their name, their image, or anything within their likeness or their brand. So now, if they want to sell T-shirts or if they want to do something that they're getting paid for, they can do it without losing their college eligibility. I think it's important because it's way past due. There are children that are actors and actresses and every other aspect of entertainment people can profit off of except for collegiate sports. So this is like game changing. There are so many athletes that lost eligibility because of this. So I think it's so important that every single athlete, I don't care if you're red shirted, if you're on the bench, if you're a freshman, anybody that has ever touched any type of ball should go ahead and register their name, get their brand, get their logo, and take advantage of this.
What about you, Promise?
I think when I'm looking at the naming and licensing type deal, it gives a sense of, I don't want to say purpose, but it's more like you have ownership of what you do now outside of just, hey, I play basketball or I do sports or whatever, and then you can go and mess something up, or maybe not think. Do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? When you have that ownership, I think you want to protect your ownership, and for you to say, hey, I have this license or I have this type of contract with whoever, I feel personally responsible. So I have to make sure my actions are better and stuff because this is my family's depending on me, and that's how I look at the NIL licensing laws.
I know for me, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a former college basketball player, and I would say maybe my senior year, no, my junior year, I start. I I didn't love the game anymore. I had a coach that wasn't very passionate. Um, we had a losing record, and I hate to lose. So it was one of those things where I was like, forget ball. Like after I graduate, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So my senior year, I made the the decision to not go overseas and pursue basketball and went straight into grad school. And at that time, I didn't have anybody, I mean, besides my parents, but when you at that age, your parents don't know anything, right? They just being a parent. So, I didn't have anyone in my corner telling me, you need to start thinking about what you're going to do after your senior year. I didn't want to get a job. I mean, I've been playing basketball all my life. I didn't know what I wanted to pursue in, but I just know that I speak from a perspective where I've been there before, where I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, when the NIL was passed, for me, it wasn't so much of money, 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 money. I'm coming from the point where I want these young kids to start preparing what's after sports, because a lot of kids, they fall into that depression when they leave their college, being the big man, the big girl on campus. Everybody knows who they are, but then you get into the real world, nobody knows who you are. And so that's why I feel like I'm very passionate when I speak on the NIL. It's not about money, it's about what's your plan B. And I don't know if you guys have experience, especially you working with athletes. Have you heard stories about athletes not knowing?
Every single athlete I work with. it started in the music industry, and everybody know how shady that is. So there was a lot of artists that were losing songs, losing publishing, losing everything. So that's where I got the idea of I need to be that person. So it started with the artists, and then because I'm working with artists, athletes somehow heard about me, and they're like, "Hey, I heard this is gonna pass. Do you know anything about it?" I'm like, "I don't know if it's gonna pass or not, but this is what you need to do regardless." Because even after you leave high school, even after you leave college, this is something that you should have. So go ahead and start thinking about what is it that you want to brand? Who are you outside of basketball or football? So, yeah.
And I also want to add too, it doesn't matter what level of skills you have. You know, I hear a lot of parents or even coaches, oh, he's a bench warmer. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that you can't proactively start thinking about what you're going to do after college. You may be the sixth man or the eighth man off the bench, or, you know, a backup quarterback for, you know, a football team, but you may be a hell of a designer. You might be a great business person. So I just feel that a lot of parents and kids need to really take heed into getting themselves ready for what's after, you know, the life after sports.
Definitely. I was just going to say that one of the biggest things, an organization is an organization. It takes hundreds of folk, you know, to push the whole team out there. So you know, a superstar is, you know, that's one person, or the team's just one thing, but it takes almost 100 people behind them just to have that organization, to have that team be successful. And it's like, so you might have not an interest, but you have knowledge in this space, but then you use those other talents that you have to build up your branding stuff. One of the biggest things I know is the whole deal with the Charlotte FC. I didn't even think that they were going to be able to, you know, compete against Atlanta United as far as like their brand and stuff. But the way that Charlotte came in their first year, and it's like a culture shift. You know, that's one of those biggest things that that I recognize off of that, as far as like your talents might be somewhere else. You know, you might have an awesome soccer player, but it's like, but I know how to brand a soccer team. So that's what I was kind of sort of trying to get with on that.
And so the ultimate question is, how do I start a brand? It's branding and marketing is so saturated, oversaturated on how you can approach yourself creating a brand. So I get a lot of parents that are new to this space. What's building a brand? You know, why is it so important for these kids to show themselves on social media? And I know when I work with athletes, it's not only building a brand on social media, but it's also going to help you build a brand off the field, basketball, football, soccer, and it has to align with each other. You can't be one type of way on social media and be a whole different person off the field. So Shay, what would you say are those key points when a player or music artist is trying to build a brand? Where should they start?
I always tell them to look within themselves. You know, I ask them, who is your favorite athlete? Or who is your favorite artist? What do you know about them? You know, I love Jay-Z. I know the day he was born. I know his mother name, his father name. I know, you know, I know so much about him. And even for athletes, I love Kobe. You know what I'm saying? I know all his kids, his wife name, what day they got married. I really know this information. So I tell them that people fall in love with brands or athletes or artists not because of everything they do while they're working, but because they know their story. So I feel like when you're branding yourself, the first thing to do is, what is your story? What is the one thing that about you that people are going to attract and say, yes, I've been there, I feel that. And that's where we start. We start with attracting people's hearts before we attract their eyes. So that's the first thing. Figure out what your story. If you were born in a different country, you have a whole nation of people you're representing. Let's start there and target that country. You know what I'm saying? If you are, you know, anything that's unique about yourself, I start there. And then, of course, we got to go through the paperwork, registering your name, creating your logo. But when you're picking your name for your company, if you don't want to put it in your own personal name, or if you're picking your logo, use that uniqueness about yourself and put it in there. So that's where I start.
I love how you use the word uniqueness, because Authenticity. I always have a hard time.
Girl, no, I can't.
Y'all
I
know what
can't
I'm.
help
All, help me out, Shay.
can't help
Promise.
you.
Authenticity.
Thank you.
I can't say it either.
A lot of people lose that, especially on social media, because they're trying to keep up with what's trending or what looks cool. And I know for me, and probably for you guys too, you can tell through the BS. You know when someone is just putting on just for clout or just to get a deal. But I think that's one of the most important things when you're building a brand is being true to yourself. Because like Shay said, when you're building a story or telling your story, you're going to gravitate those people and you're going to be able to relate, maybe at not as far as the person or their identity, but what they have went through. There may be a story of an athlete that went through battling some sort of a sickness, and somebody that doesn't even follow this athlete may have experienced the same thing. So you just got to find a way of being authentic and telling your story, so that way you can pull in your fans.
But before you start, I do know one thing. A lot of athletes, they're saying they don't want to be that guy. They don't want to be in the locker room always on live and everybody's like, who does this guy think he is? So there is a certain way to do it, but I think it's very important to capture your story. Even if you record it and don't put it out yet, have it recorded, because when you do get to the next platform, you're going to look back and say, man, I remember when I went through that injury. You know what I mean? I remember when I went through this. And all of that is building your brand. So you may not want to be that guy in the show out and in front of the camera all the time, but it's very important to document your story and make that a part of your brand. I'm done now.
Sorry, nope, go ahead with the next question because
Well,
I was trying to.
What I was going to say about that, I've heard parents and coaches, I don't want this kid, I don't want our kids focusing on building a brand. You guys, when you're in the locker room, it's game time. I need you to be focused. Have you experienced any coaches that have come to you personally and say, what are you, what are you doing teaching our players on building a brand? That's not important right now.
All of them. I haven't met a coach yet. And I'm like, I completely understand. I don't want to distract, because I know as a collegiate athlete, you have school you have to focus on, real life you have to focus on. This is one thing added to your plate. So from the coach's perspective, I completely understand. But they only represent the school for 4 years. After that, you can't touch them. You know what I mean? So I do let them know that it's very important to, of course, put your schoolwork first. Of course, work out, go to practice, do what you're supposed to do. But no, after the 4th year, you still have your whole life ahead of you. So we still have to focus on the future. Me and coaches don't get along. I'm sorry.
Look, and the reason why I bring that up is because I don't know if you guys follow me on social media. Shameless plug, JQ Sports PR. I posted a reel earlier last week, and I had a few coaches to inbox me and say, why are you preaching about these young kids building a brand? Now, my perspective, and I got a lot of hate DMs, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm all about the kids being successful on and off the court. And it doesn't matter how early they start. As a coach, you're supposed to be teaching them about life, right?
Absolutely.
And if you really have the best interest for this kid, you're not just thinking about how well they perform on the field. You need to be teaching them balance. You mentioned that balance is all about balance. There's a lot of distraction nowadays. So bringing in name, image, and likeness shouldn't be the main distraction that they're paying attention to. Because as a coach, you need to show them and teach them about balance. And hey, just like it's like getting a job, building a resume. Those life skills are going to carry on to college and life after sports. So I'm just really confused as to why coaches are against it, more so on the high school level. I haven't really, had this discussion with college coaches, but with high school coaches, the majority of them are really against it. And it really makes me upset.
Because it's taking money away from the school. I don't think we're supposed to say that in public, but that's why we're taking money away from the school. When the athlete realizes their brand and their pull, and when the athlete realizes who they are outside of the school, then that takes the attention away from the school, and they don't want to have that. So I truly, truly believe, as I said earlier, if we can have child actors and actresses, if we can have 14, 15-year-olds getting signed off TikTok, then a collegiate athlete and a high schooler can balance NIL and schoolwork. So
That is so true. I want to go on to the next question. Now, as far as athletes finding the right PR or publicist, what are some of those things or skill sets or red flags that they should be looking out for?
Okay, without throwing anybody under the bus, I just think it's very check your Carfax. You have to show proof. You know, there's a lot of people. This is a social media age, so you can look like a millionaire on social media if you wanted to. So if you are sitting down with an agent, or if you're sitting down with a publicist or a marketing agent, ask them to who were your previous clients. You know what I'm saying? What did you do for them? Where were they? Where were they when you first started, and where are they now? Like I think it's very, very important. If you have somebody that says, "Oh well, I know the coach at Auburn, or I know the coach at SC State, and I could just get you in," like you have to realize there's a transfer portal. Like learn as much as you can about the business yourself, and then see if what they say matches up with what you already know and what you studied. The red flags would be, okay, offering money, you know, trying to buy your way into different things. Um, Both the entertainment industry and the sports industry is really based off relationships. So if they have to buy your way into everything, they really don't have those relationships. And I'm trying to think of some more red flags. That's all I can think of right now.
I was going to add that you want, as an athlete, you know, like I said, I work mostly with high school athletes, and there are parents that are willing to pay the money for a great PR or publicist. But speaking to the parents and also even some college athletes, you want to build a team. You know, you have a lot of athletes that are taking on deals just because. I'm all about building genuine relationships with these different businesses and companies. You know, when the NIL first rolled out, all I saw on social media was athletes, you know, posted on their story now taking NIL deals. I mean, you don't even have a brand. Like, what company are you going for? I mean, going out for? So that's what I would say is just making sure that you're building a team with credible people, because the sports industry, just like the music industry, is a lot of vultures out there. People are really just after your pockets and don't really have a great interest in who you are as a person and what you do. And I know we have a couple of minutes left, so I wanted to, ask the last question about: do we think that the NIL will reach the independent leagues?
Me personally, yes. And the reason I'm saying that is because it may not be on a wider scale or a larger scale, but I do believe it's not necessarily an endorsement deal, but it's more going to be along the lines of regionally. So it's like if I'm looking at, let's say, Cheerwine, for example. Cheerwine gives a person from the Drew League a deal or something. I believe that that's going to not only show interest inside of the community where they're at, but also build up numbers for that person, that organization, which in return just generates more money, revenue, and interest in some of these smaller leagues. And then they might be able to stream to an ESPN Plus or independent streaming, but they have major numbers behind that. So that's why I felt like you're going to have that wide open space for, okay, we got this independent league now. Okay, so but if you're actually doing your business and like the TBL or the the basketball tournament, like the basketball tournament is huge. It's on ESPN now, and those NIL deals I think are going to be lucrative. They just are, and they're going to build out more a bigger space, for that growth. So that was my idea.
I definitely agree with Promise 100%. I feel like everyone is going after the top quarterback at the top college. You know what I'm saying? Or even the top high school prospect. Everybody is going after them. So when a big company like a Coca-Cola or a Nike reaches out to an independent league and gives them that attention and gives them that platform, they now reached a whole different fan base than what they had before. I mean, of course, everybody loves Nike, but people assume we're too small. So when you do have a bigger company reaching out to independent leagues and providing them opportunities, you now have that cult following that every brand wants. And these people is like, as big as they are, they reach down to our little league and pick somebody. And sometimes they're giving deals to the whole league at one time. It's not just one player.
Definitely.
So I think it's beneficial on both ends for the brand to have every player on that team represent them, and then for the athletes to have a big brand that supports them, and they feel like it levels the playing field. So I definitely do.
What I would say to that is just making sure as a, independent league, before you start reaching out to these big companies for NIL opportunities, make sure your paperwork is in order. Okay. You can't, be doing things under the table, not having, the right people in the right places, because when they reach out to you, they're going to be asking those questions. And if you don't have it right then and there to present to them, they're going to move on to the next league. So I would definitely say make sure your foundation is set, because so many companies are looking to reach different demographics and audience. So if you have a league that's, is popping in your local or your regional area, make sure your paperwork is right. So that way, when they start reaching out to you, you have that information handy. Because trust and believe me, everyone is looking for an NIL deal.
And I don't think a lot of people understand, especially when it's coming to, and when you're talking about the sports and how branding and doing your business is so important. It's like an independent artist. Everybody who's on this panel, all the way to my homeboy Chuck T, gets your paperwork in order. It's only you out there. You gotta get your paperwork in order, get your LLC, and you at least have that as a basis. Athletes don't have that right now. And I think that's something that has to just be ingrained, because it's like now that, it's like the new hustle. Like you're out there doing, your independent stuff, but you have to have your paperwork in order so nobody can screw over you. So.
No, that's true. I was assisting with an event. Foot Locker wanted to do some type of event with an AAU team. And so they came out there, everything was set up for them. The event was perfect, wonderful. Pictures, video content, social media. Foot Locker asked the coach for a release paper so he can release the pictures. The coach didn't know what it was. There was not one child there that was able to be in, and it was for a commercial. No child there was able to be in the commercial because there was not a release form on each child there. So I said, this was a great opportunity and a horrible ending. All you needed was a sheet of paper. The coach could have signed for every kid there, but because they didn't have one sheet of paper, all of the kids missed out on the Foot Locker commercial. And I hate seeing opportunities like that just go to waste because people don't have their business in order.
And I think too, it's because they don't want to invest. They want to, try to do things off of luck. If, that coach maybe had someone like you or hired somebody that would have known that to make sure that there was a release form, they wouldn't have dropped the ball. And so like I said earlier, it goes back to my point that when you have any type of business, if you're a music artist, make sure your foundation is set and you have those simple things ready to present. Now I can go on and on, but I know we got another panel coming up. Yes. But before we end it, I want to give you guys an opportunity to give everyone your social media.
Okay, mine is Shay_Foot PR, SHAE_FOOTE PR. Don't worry about trying to write it down. It's on the back of my shirt. So when I get up, y'all be able to see it.
Walking billboard. I like it.
Go ahead.
Promise Mangum, ATM Bankshot. That's it. You're going to hear ATM Bankshot all day today, so we're all good.
Mine is JQ Sports PR. Again, that's JQ Sports PR, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Hopefully we have another one soon, because I think this is something that can really grow into something big. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me or Shay or Promise, please, walk up to us and ask those questions. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, you can put a little bit of music going. We're gonna have like a 2-minute break, but then Free Jerry Hart is gonna be up here on the stage next. Free Jerry Hart. Let's go.
Everybody says you're too slow for me. And the life I live, you ain't out in the club all night. You wanna be the quiet part of my life. They don't understand how beautiful that is. Hey. Everybody got something to say. They don't even wanna see what they're talking so badly. I actually make you happy and all that. And I don't even give a damn. You are my better man. So tell them if they wanna hate it, yeah. If they wanna, no matter what they say.
Also, you are an athlete. They will be doing small interviews in the back. Also, downtown. You got podcast interviews, of course, about athletes.
You can see it again, say it again, say it again, say it again. That they want us if they want to. It could be you and me. It could be only you and me. You against the world.
All you people in the club, feel it. Come on, baby, now.
Baby, I had to stop for a second on the balcony. Scoping you down, you're looking fly to me. All dressed up and buying your own drinks, and that ain't right. I thought you can't handle it on your own, but you too damn fly to drink it all alone. Can I come bubble with you? To you, I'ma make a toast. Come on, don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, you kinda got you feeling dizzy. It's alright with me, it's alright with you. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling dizzy. It's alright with me, it's alright with you. Oh, baby, got me high as a ghost with the corner cookie. Smelling all good, it's getting hot in the room. All pressed on you, and I know you feel it too. And it's alright. Pardon me, I'ma back up and be a gentleman. And if it's really real, then you can tell me when. And that's when she pulled me close and said, do it again. Come on, don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you. It's alright, it's alright with me. Hey, don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling dizzy. It's alright with me, it's alright with you. Oh, baby. Come on, baby, now.
Come on, baby, now. Shaking your stuff when you do it, it's like,
Girl, it's alright to relax your mind. Relax your mind, baby. You came out to enjoy yourself. It's on you. It's on you and nobody else. Nobody with me, baby. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, it's alright. It's alright with you, oh baby. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling busy. It's alright with me, it's alright with you. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling busy. It's alright with me, it's alright with you. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling busy. It's alright with you, oh baby. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling busy. It's alright with me. It's alright with you, oh baby. Don't talk, baby, just move with me. Take a sip, kinda got you feeling busy. It's alright with me. It's alright with you, oh baby. I might be tipsy, baby, but I'm not crazy, baby. And if it's alright with you, oh baby. One for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's ride. You say one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's ride. You say one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's ride. You say a one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's ride. You say a one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's ride. You say
Yes. Yeah. Can you hear me? A little bit better. We're still. Don't worry about it. Oh wait. Yeah. You hear me? Okay. Yeah. I just sound low. I'm sorry. Derek's on now. Then E's going to be on after him, and then we're going to have our second panel guest, which is going to be talking about. One second. Sorry. Diversifying your assets, a financial crash course in personal branding. So, two rappers, or I'm sorry, two artists, and then financial uh, information. Excellent.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all dead in here. How y'all doing? That's what's up. We need y'all in the front, man. All the energy in the back. We need y'all in the front. Okay. So my name is Free Daria Hardy. No, I never been to jail. Never been to jail. But when I was young, I used to compromise who I was to fit in with people. Y'all can relate to that? Everybody want to be down with something. Everybody want to be a part of something. So in doing so, I wasn't being truly who I am. You know, I might want to hide my intelligence. It might be something dumb, but I'll still just do it so I can fit in with my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's dumb. So when I got older and I became who I am, I decided a cool artist name would be Free Dare Hardy. I'm free, freeing my mind and free yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call myself Free Dare Hardy. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get it started. So I just dropped the album called Gold Pennies, and Gold Pennies is about being your best self. Like a penny, sometimes people don't value us. It's just 1 cent, they don't care about us. But I believe it was golden, you know what I'm saying? With the right love and resources and opportunity, we all become golden. Y'all know, I know right now y'all might feel like pennies, but we golden. And it's all about what you do and how you put your focus. We all golden. So this song I'm about to play for y'all is called Follow Me. It's about where I'm from and just showing love to where I'm from the 252 if you don't know. But you already know. You from the 25? That's what's up. You see the 25 right there? Yeah, so follow me. We're gonna have some fun. Let's go. When I say bounce, I need for y'all to bounce your hands too. When I say bounce, I need for y'all to bounce your hands like this. You can get up out your seat. We're gonna have fun. All right, we're gonna get it. I need that bounce. And I'm like, I mean, if I put your hands up. There we go. The energy coming in the front. I love y'all. I love the energy. We're gonna get that sound right. We're gonna get that sound right. Man. But I'm glad. I just want to say thank you to Promise for putting on this event. This is an awesome event. One thing I realized about Promise, he's a giver. He's always trying to build and create and give to others. And I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? For him even to put this event together is awesome for everybody. You know, music, we got artists here, and there's an opportunity for us to showcase and share our art and our knowledge with one another. So I want to say thank you to Promise. Give a round of applause for Promise. Big old Promise. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Do you get it? He's trying to get my sound, y'all. I feel like doing some comedy jokes. I don't know. I just feel like doing some stand up. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What's trying to think? The pressure on me now. I should have just did it and not said it, right? I should have just started calling the jokes. Now y'all saying, look at the joke. Trying to think. What's going on in the news right now? What's going on in the news? So Joe Biden, I know we're going politics, but you know we got the war in Ukraine, right? And Joe Biden gave Ukraine $40 billion. $40 billion. You know what I'm saying? And during COVID, all he can give was $2,000 PPP loan or whatever. Like $40 billion. Like black people have built this country from the beginning to now. Let me tell you how powerful black people is. We've been saving America for a long time. So when the British was in control of America, they had the Revolutionary War. Who fought in that war? Black people. We fought in that war. And even in 2020, when we had COVID-19, a black woman from North Carolina created the vaccine to combat the virus. Did y'all know that? A black lady created the new vaccine to fight off corona. And you gave $40 billion to Ukraine, and they're not even part of NATO. Y'all know what NATO is? Y'all know what NATO is? Like a union of all the countries, basically all the white countries. So it'd be like Canada, and yeah, it's basically NATO. All the melanated countries, like any countries in Africa or any countries like China or Midwest, they're not a part of it. So NATO is all like France, England, and like Ukraine is like they white, but they like the outcast. They're like Vikings. You know what I'm saying? That's y'all seen like Game of Thrones? They Game of Thrones. You know, like Russia, Ukraine, they basically the same people, bro. But they fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like Bloods and Crips, the same people. We all the same jump. We fighting over like a block or something that we don't really own. But anyway, so yeah, I got some business cards, and then the business cards open the box. It got a sticker, and then it had something, donate to Ukraine. I'm like, what? Donate to Ukraine? I know homie down the street who homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been living and dying in the country since the beginning. You want me to donate money to Ukraine? What? Now, I'm not soulless. You know what I'm saying? I pray for the innocent, you know, kids, children. But also, too, in America, we got our own problems. I believe we got our own problems. Everybody knows somebody that's going through something. And I'm really big on like supporting your people. And that's what I feel like we don't do enough of, you know. We're into a lot of entertainment, you know, who's doing this, Young Thug don't went to jail, who beefing with who doing this. I'm really about building and ownership. I think we should be switching our mindset to owning something. You know, we got music artists don't even own their music. You make the music, but you don't even own it. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to own our music. You know what I'm saying? We got music artists don't even own their music. You make the music, but you don't even own it. What? You know what I'm saying? You don't even own it. What? You got the is the music playing?
Yeah.
What we gonna do?
We're gonna switch off the music real quick, and we'll switch the music on.
Okay. What we gonna
That
do?
way we can do the second panel real quick, and then we'll have three artists. We'll do it like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just at a rap.
I'm trying to get the rap.
Trying to get a rapping. Okay.
Everybody's gonna rap.
We're gonna close. We'll be back again. Thank you so much.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulties. We are trying to fix our input right now. So what we're going to do is go to the next panel, which is sorry, y'all. Should have written this down. Diversifying your assets, a financial crash course in personal brands. My good homie Cash came here. He's up next, and Jay Adams. Let's go. Oh, I was supposed to be on this panel, but I have to kind of sort of work this. So can y'all hold it down? Let's do it. Excellent. This is the main.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I'll see how to start. Okay. Mike B. Mike B. Uncle Bill. Hello. Uncle. Mike. Uncle Bill. Mike B. Mike B. Hello. 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 You can hear me? No. Hello. 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 Don't worry about it. We're just using one mic right now. Excellent. So, let me introduce. No, y'all introduce yourself. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll get started. I am Janae Adams. I speak around the world to college students and high school students, student athletes about money. I personally paid off $50,000 of debt in 2 years. I'm actually a former, thanks. I'm actually a former D1 tennis player. I went to South Carolina State University. So, and now I work with Chris Paul's AAU program, the EYBL. So 17 and under, I've been with that program for about 11 years. I think by now we probably have at least 10 to 12 NBA players. And so I was very, interested in being able to speak here, especially around money and so forth for student athletes, and especially with everything that's going on now.
How y'all doing? My name is Cash. I didn't do 50,000 in 2 years. I probably got that by going to college. I haven't paid it off yet, but hopefully you can help me out when this is over. I recently started a record label, Carefree Trap Boys. It is centered around my personal brand that I had created as far as a clothing line, and it just developed into that. And I believe that's what I'm up here to talk about, help you guys as far as establishing a brand and stuff like that.
And so I guess I'll get started about just some tips for you all as high school athletes.
Hello. What's up?
High school student athletes, and even when you get into college, if it's any college student athletes here, with the NIL and all this branding and money that can start to come in, it's not going to be a problem with not having enough money. Now it's going to be a problem with having too much of it and being able to actually manage it correctly in a way that you actually can use your money to build wealth for your families. A lot of times, you all are actually in positions like NBA players and NFL players now, but in a younger position, whether it's high school or college. So many of them end up going broke, going bankrupt. And I mean, you name it, Allen Iverson, Scottie Pippen, Mike Tyson. Like, it's not about the money. It's really about you as the person. So you cannot manage $10 and you cannot manage $10 million very well. So as you all go after these different deals and so forth, make sure that you're having financial literacy as a background so that whatever money you make, that you're actually going to be able to keep it and actually be able to build it and invest it and so forth.
I think this one worked. As far as with diversifying your finances, what I've recently started looking into is with currency, stuff like with Web3, not just Bitcoin and stuff like that, NFTs, just because my main goal for business is to make money. And so I have to figure out new ways, or everything is always changing as far as technology and stuff like that. So as far as like with managing a record label, as far as music, I have to always be up on what's the new thing and how can I focus on people like that. We just recently had a Web3 virtual release party for the NFT mixtape a couple days ago. So pretty much eventually we're going to start selling the NFT tickets for that. So that way you can get access to other events and stuff like that. And then, just as far as what we're talking about with the literacy of it, when you go into a bank to create your bank account, because now you've got your LLC and everything, you need to have a business account, because when they start cutting these checks, and you know what I mean, like when you're cutting a check, you have to have like an account for it to go to, and it can't just always be your personal account, because then we're talking about filing taxes and keeping up with records and things like that. And people don't think about that when they're thinking of their brands, as far as like, oh, I just play football, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But when you're paying your mother or whoever it is that you're paying off to do your accounting, or you've got your brother, he's doing your graphics, they're on a payroll. And a lot of times people don't necessarily think of that as a business. And like with earlier, when we were talking with the other panel was talking about the coaches having an issue with that, because a lot of times people don't have a team. They don't have anyone to actually help them establish stuff. So it's important to make sure you have a team as well.
And just piggybacking off what he said, first and foremost, the NFTs and understanding the background of it, because a lot of people like to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that stuff, but it's what he's talking about, NFT and the blockchain, and being able to go inside the meta universe and understand that for yourself. That's where everybody who's really going to make money has to go deeper than just, Bitcoin and so forth. And then when he was talking about branding and understanding that, and the coaches and why they have problems with it, is because, like you said, people don't have a team. And if you're really good in your sport, there are going to be people who are going to become leeches. Okay. I've been seeing leeches for like 10 years. Like you have to go through this person to get to this player to get on a team that's AAU. And so it's going to get even worse. So you really need to look at who your circle is. My son plays 8th grade with CP3, and a young man asked me the other week, like, my son's not even nowhere near college. And he's like, hey, is anybody looking at him? I'm like, he's 14. Nobody's looking at him. Like, we worry about that when you get to 11th grade. But that's what I'm talking about. It's going to be people that are going to try to attach themselves to you because the only thing they see is a dollar sign. You need to know who your circle is. And I'm not talking about just strangers. I'm talking about friends and family as well. Like, if they weren't there before, they don't need to be here now. So just, and it's a hard world like that, unfortunately, but it's real. And like he was saying with the payrolls, like, you got to have your stuff right. And I know that's, very high even for high school students, but it's somebody around you that's an investment advisor, at Fidelity or somebody. There's somebody who's a lawyer. You all know those kind of people. Just tell them what you're trying to do so they can get things set up. You got to have an account that's separate, because the government is going to come for your money. I don't care who you are. The government's going to come for your money. So go ahead and start separating it out so that you actually, and then you don't have to worry about any legal issues. If you have, once you start making money, if you have an LLC, then you're pretty much taking your liability off of you, and then you can just grow from that.
With student athletes and stuff like that, one of my artists, he plays football for Reynolds High School, and he just turned 17, and like you were saying, people leeches. A lot of times people don't realize he's underage. You know what I mean? So an adult doesn't need to necessarily be talking to him. So I'm not on some, all business comes through me, not that. It's just he's underage. So parents, like your kids, they're underage. They don't need to be talking to adults about business, because they don't necessarily know what it is that they're talking to them about, what they're agreeing to. They might have to appear somewhere because of some Instagram DM that you don't know about, that you wouldn't have had them go to, and stuff like that, because they've given their word and now they're somewhat obligated to go. So always keep that in mind too, when as an athlete, as a student athlete and stuff like that, just to remember, like, adults don't really need to be talking to you. You know what I mean? As far as on a deeper level, as far as, trying to get me to come do this or do that or whatever, you need to go handle not my manager, my momager maybe, and just somebody else that you can trust to get that done for you.
Did you want to take any questions? I know we got like 5 minutes.
Does anybody have any questions? We have maybe 5 minutes left.
All right, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and do you?
Now, as far as with the income, with that specific thing, I'm not sure about. Now, I do know with financial aid and FAFSA income and stuff like Parent Plus loans and Pell Grants and stuff like that probably does get affected by your income. Now, I don't know as far as like if it's a child maybe 17 or under when they're first a freshman or something and they get one. I don't know if they'll go off their income or their parents' income just because they're under 18. That's maybe something you can help.
And that it's really just being careful with that, because you better either have a full ride or the NILs you taking better be able to pay for school, because it does get a little fishy with financial aid, and this is a new area for them. They don't even mess with student athletes like that in the first place. So you give them any reason to start messing with your money, they're going to be able to take money from you and put it to somebody else. So make sure you have everything in place before you take any kind of, like she said, it starts messing with your financial aid, because it is income. And that's how they're going to look at it. It's not just like you're a student athlete and this is your money. No, that's just income to them. And they're going to go off of their whole, computer system and take whatever they need to take and give it to another student athlete or another one that's on academic.
I think that would, I guess, come down to what their salary from the business would be, or as far as their income, the same, like pretty much like the same thing.
Yeah, it starts to get pretty gray and murky when you start. Like you got to have somebody really professional, an accountant, to make sure everything is the way it is, like a real business accountant. I'm not talking about just taxes at H&R Block, and not H&R Block. Like I have a business accountant, and so she makes sure things look the way they're supposed to look, so that I can get what I need to get. And so they would have to get that. So you're getting into serious territory when you're thinking about that. So they better be about what they're doing before that, and still be focused on your academics and your sport, because without your sports, your academic, you don't look too good for an NIL. So.
Yeah, it's also according to the contract, the way the contract structured as well.
Mm. Definitely.
Yeah. Did everybody hear that? Hey, everybody heard that? Okay.
All right, any other questions? We got about 1 minute. Do you have any closing remarks?
Just also with just considering with your brand, with the name, image, likeness, you don't want to sell yourself, because that's really what you're selling. And that's what it means by name, image, and likeness. That means that your likeness, in the contract, they'll sometimes put perpetuities and stuff like that. Like, you don't know where your face is going to show up if you're not over there and stuff like that. So you don't want to actually sell yourself when you're looking into these contracts and stuff like that, as far as protecting your brand.
Mm-hmm. And like you're saying, all money is not good money in anything, but definitely whatever you are able to bring in financially, make sure you are able to not try to be everything to everybody and not try to impress everybody. It's about the money in your bank account. Like you wouldn't even know that this dress costs $5 from Goodwill, but in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to LA, I'm going to Playa del Carmen, and I'm going somewhere else. I don't know. But either way, and I stay out of the country, because it's not about seeing what the best thing that I'm wearing. It's about a bank account. Like, you want to get to the point that you're being your own bank account. That's it. Like, you ain't got to deal with nobody else. You ain't got to borrow money from nobody. If you need a car, and I'm not talking about no brand new car, because a car is a piece of scrap metal to get you point A, point B. I'm talking about if you need a car, used car, you can go spend $7,000 and go get that car. You're your own bank. You ain't got to talk about no credit. You ain't got to talk about how much this car payment is. Nah, you just tell me how you can get this payment down, and I got the car from you. So that's what I want you all to do. If y'all get in a position that y'all are able to bring in finances because of the talent and the skills that you have, become your own bank and build generational wealth for you and your family. I think that's it. Good. That's
where to
it.
follow you on social media?
Oh, on social media, I'm Janae Adams Speak. My name's spelled like Janet Jackson. So Janae Adams Speak. I talk about money every single day.
I'm about to follow her right now. Get rid of this $50,000 debt. Y'all can follow me at Carefree Trap Boys, carefreetrapboys.com, Cash Millie Music on social media and all of that. And talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank y'all.
Sorry about that. All right, everybody. It looked really good on YouTube, by the way. Everybody looks so nice out there on YouTube and all that. Okay. Music's right. Trying to get there. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's see. Let's play a little music. Give us about 5 minutes, and then we're going to start the show. Oh, by the way, the biggest boss herself is in the building. Chiefs of Pittance Browns here. Biggest boss, right there.
I'm back. All right, we're gonna get a show. This is the hip hop part of the show. I'm gonna get it turned up. I'm gonna set the tone for the rest of the artists. I just appreciate Primus again for this event. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna have fun. When I say bounce, I'm gonna need y'all to bounce. My name Free Derek Hardy. The name of this song is called "Follow Me." Let's go. All right, we're gonna do this again. Come on, the anticipation. Come on. When I say bounce, I'm gonna need for y'all to put your hands up like this. You ready? Come on, let's go. Follow me. His name is Follow Me. My name Free Derek Hardy. Let's go. All right, here we go. It's loud. Can you hear? Am I good? Can you hear me? Let's go. 1, 2. Need that. Yeah. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. Bounce. Come on. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. I need that. Bounce. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. I need that. Bounce. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. Bounce. Every ounce of it, I love it. Small town, we didn't have much of nothing until we decide to show you something. Out the Crown Vic, hear the music bumping. Little projects, big trailer parks. At nighttime, it get very dark. Single mother trying to keep from falling apart. And church on Sundays is where we got our start. And we didn't really know, but we know it now. This lifestyle builds character, it brings us out. Fit without a doubt, we had to make it through. Every day is something new. I'm coming from that countryside where we just ride. It took some time, but I see it now. It's hard to ball out when the rims bent, but it gave us kin. That's why we're great by God design, yeah, no mistakes. I need that. Bounce, come on. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah, I need that. Bounce, come on. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. Bounce, put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. Bounce, put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. Bounce. Every ounce of it, I love it. Small town, look at us. Looking bummy. I love it here. Coming from this muddy. That's why when you see me, I got some dirt upon me. Feeling good with my good vibes and my bad self. There's a lot of love right there, beat all my wealth. My family taught me values that made me valuable. Always kept it humble, never stifle you. Look for love in the wrong places I could never find. But I tell you one thing, and nothing like a peace of mind. You can do anything that you want to and realize the world we live in is so beautiful. We were so caught up in our situations. How young you stayed in school and got that education. If you don't, you working in your mama basement. And all that stuff you talking, you gonna have to face it. Come on, huh? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I need that. I want that. Bounce. Come on. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Hey, I need that. Bounce. Huh? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. That's right. I need that. Bounce. Let's go. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Y'all like that? Hey, hold on. Pause for a minute. Thank y'all for rock. I saw some of y'all with your hands up. Appreciate that. That's good. That's good. But once again, my name is Free Derek Hardy. You can follow me on IG at Focus on Being Free. If you want to see the rest of this journey and this energy, I'm on IG at Focus on Being Free. Please feel free to follow me. I'll kindly like it, enjoy it, and I will give you more art and music and music videos. Yeah, Focus on Being Free. All right, so the next song is called 252 Live. I'm from the 252. It's been about, I know my queen right here says she's from the 25. What part of 25 you from? You live in the Greenville? I'm in the ECU. I was a pirate. ECU. I stayed in Green for about 7 years. Yeah, you already know. You went to B's Barbecue? That ain't smack. That's probably like the best barbecue spot in the state. It's like a little hole in the wall, and they smoke the barbecue in the back. B's Barbecue, yeah. So yeah, I'm from the 252. So I would listen to all these other artists. They got an anthem from New York. New York got an anthem. Los Angeles got an anthem. Compton, straight out of Compton. LA got an anthem. I said, I want to make an anthem for where I'm from. I want to make a 252 Live anthem. And all it is, it's like, it's the 252 with love. So this is where I'm from, and I'm just showing love and letting people know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anyone better than another one. I'm just representing, just proud of where I'm from. So I got a dance called Vibby. This is the Vibby right here. I'm going to show you how the Vibby dance. It's a little Vibby right here. That's my little dance called Vibby. So I want y'all to get up and dance with me. I got the second verse is open. I want y'all to dance with me and vibe with me to Vibby. I want y'all to come up. I'm gonna call you up. Now she running. Now she running. But yeah, that's that Brooklyn. And see, if you was 252, you'll come here. That's that Brooklyn. All right, so it's called 252 Live. We're gonna have fun. Y'all can bounce with me. Here we go. Yeah. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Give me that bounce, give me that vibe, 252 Live. Life been good, tell me if it's understood. 252, represent a country, my neck of the woods. How we got a country feel on the cornfield. Yeah, it's really country, but I really love it here. Hey, small town, tell me how you feel about it. Old folks, Nigel Ball like a 5%er. Yeah, you already know, gotta rep my air code. Yeah, very bold, gotta let you know. From Hervey County, Burt T, Nash Craven, Pitt County, Currituck. Yeah, we in the mud, but we ain't never stuck. All we did was talk our stuff. 2-5 hands up. All we know is get it out the mud. Yeah. Tell me your truth. Tell me your stories. We go for our goals. We ain't do it for the glory. I'm a small town representative, and I love that. 252, where you at? I know you love it. Let's go. 252, live. Give me that. Give me that. Huh? Give me that bounce. Give me that vibe. 252, live. Give me that bounce. Give me that vibe. 252, live. Give me that bounce. Give me that vibe. 252, live. Give me that. Give me that. Huh? Give me that bounce. Give me that vibe. 252, live. Hey. Here we go. Yeah. yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, hey, hey. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, yeah, come on, hey, come on. Ooh, hit the floor. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna run it back one more time. One more time, here we go. Give me that pounds, give me that vibe, 252, lie. Give me that pounds, give me that vibe, 252, lie. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that pounds, give me that vibe, 252, lie. Give me that pounds, give me that vibe, 252, lie. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that pounds, give me that vibe, 252, lie. Give me that, give me that, give me that. I want to say thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for the love. Thank you. You can cut it. You can cut it. You can cut it. I want to say thank y'all so much. I really appreciate that. Y'all got me here sweating, man. I'm out here working for y'all. I see Promise. He working. Look, Promise, look at. Yeah. Free Dare Hard. I want to say thank you so much. IG is focused on being free. Follow me for my journey. Thank you so much.
Give it up for D one more time. Give it up for D. Yeah. So, yeah, we're hyped. We're actually getting this here. Getting into it. Eric, what's up? Let's go. I think we need 3 mics. How many mics we need? Is it 2? Okay, cool.
Appreciate it, my guy. How y'all doing today? Oh, I got some class up. I appreciate it.
My check.
Yeah, I go by Ed the Terror from Winston, North Carolina. I'm about to turn up a little bit, you know. We kicking it in here, but I got you. Well, y'all like, come on, let me stand in the back, bro. Come on, bro. You ain't want to rush. All right, let's get it. I got you, Chris.
My check. My check.
Yeah, straight. I got you.
Oh yeah. Cash out.
Yeah, she mine and she rockin' belong. I'm a dog, but she wanna. I can't help it, eat some clones. Mix some Roger Versace cologne. Yeah, she missing my smell when I'm gone. Gucci belt and that bait I put on. Keep my distance and do alone. Keep my distance, I see how you play. Moving low key and you mad you can't watch it. That boy he capping, he not gonna catch his rockin' like who gonna. That boy, he just need to stop it just on it. And that some private got too many women and too many options. Go hit the bank and go make it. Why would I worry? My brother's too sad. No cap, I was goofy my first year. Second year, I had to lay with some monsters. Matt Dre and Chop took me to a. I'm a beast in your opossum. Came out the mud and now watch how I blossom. Give me. Just watch on my wrist and it might be a fossil. Yeah, she mine and she rockin' belong. I'm a dog, but she wanna. I can't help it. They make some runs to Versace cologne. Yeah, she missing my smell when I'm gone. Gucci belt and that babe I put on. Keep my distance and do it alone. Stop sipping red. I don't know how to act up my cutty, my slime on that boy got my. If I make this call, he gonna take out had I cut off my knee cause I shot with the code with that dude in his pack. Shot at CT, he locked him down the stack. Flew out of state and sent something back. I don't want to do. Get us a second, dude. We running back to the crib. That's a trap when we don't hide the racks. Yo, wanna max yours? Hop out the photo, jump inside a two girl. I dog on no cool just slam. They call me young Saki, dripping cool like Baki. Call me young Ruger, photo origami. Yeah, she mine and she rockin' belong. I'm a dog, but she won't. I can't help to leave some clones. Make some runs with Versace cologne. Yeah, she misses my smell when I'm gone. Gucci belt and that babe I put on. Keep my distance and do it alone. Ah, make some runs with my baby alone. Yeah, niggas have to be on. What? 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 What the? Whoa, whoa. What? 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 What you gonna do about it? Sorry, I can't give you my heart. Now start out close. It felt like we were drifting apart. We can talk, we can put it apart. We can chill and smoke on short. Keep it real, you just an art. So start, we not gonna argue. Cause I heard stuff about you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry. I can't give you your heart. Got lost in the dark. I understand, but I don't want to be a man. I got a whole master plan, and you're not a part of it. 2 years ahead, committed to that. It's the experience. I learned my lesson set. Count the boss up. I'm back to step my past the sign. Yeah, look up. We ain't giving up. Shoot at Cupid if he creeping up. I would give you my heart, but I can't keep it up. When I drop, I push to start. We can talk, I can put it apart. We can chill and smoke on short. Keep it real, you just an art. So stop, we not gonna argue, cause I heard about you. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I can't give you my heart. Got lost in the dark. Whoa, whoa, standing 10 toes. Ain't worried about no girl, but might pay for her toes and bring her to our shows and tell her bring her friends. You know, hold up, whoa, whoa. So if you loving her, it was clean. I'm a fly eagle, yo, a dog. I see how you moving and giving it up. You went back to that dude when you gave up, and that's why I'm not. When I drop, I push the start. We can talk, I can put it apart. We can chill and smoke on short. Keep it real, you just an art. So stop, we not gonna argue. Cause I heard about you. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Cause it's lost in the dark. Whoa. Whoa. What we gonna do about it? Oh Lord. Yes, sir. Hey, we need everybody to come to the front.
Yeah, y'all come.
We got one more. We're gonna rock out one time. We're gonna switch up the little sauce right quick.
Yo. Yeah, y'all come up to the front, man. If y'all love music, bro, let's go. Let's go up to the front.
Is it the other one?
Yo. Check. If you love music, bro,
sirski.
let's go up to the front. Let's turn up. Come on, let's go. Baby, come
It
up
ain't
here.
gonna be hard. Just to,
Yeah, you ain't even got to
legs,
dance,
goddamn walk on the
bro.
front.
You ain't even got to dance, bro. Just pull up.
We're good.
Let's do it, sir. Got you. Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby.
Yeah.
Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby.
Yeah.
Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby.
I'm
I'm your
double
double
agent.
agent. Yeah, I'm going off that juice, baby. What you saying? I can have you every night, but you think I'm playing. If you want a rock star, I am your double agent. If you want a sneaky link, I am your double agent. Yeah. No, I can't contain it. I'll have you twitching like we gaming. Feels amazing. Like me. You can have some space. I just want to come in peace.
I'm the topic of discussion like a press release.
Yeah, I'm gone off that juice, baby. What you saying? I can have you every night, but you think I'm playing. If you want a rock star, I am your entertainment. If you want a sneaky link, I am your double agent. Yeah. I swear to God, you drive me crazy, but you know I got you, baby. I've been feeling like I want you on the daily. Come and tell me how I'm supposed to act
When you gonna throw that thing back?
I'ma even got a clock, cause you gon' do it for me. You gon' this shit up.
You gon' hold your boy down and you ain't giving up.
Man, this can't be really real.
Man, I'm pushing my luck. I think about it all the time, and it's got me stuck.
Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby.
Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby. Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby.
Hey, shout out my boy Terry.
I'm your double agent.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Zimmy, I brought the Zimmy. If they touch you, I'ma rip it. I don't forgive. I don't forget it. If then I kiss me, cause I'm not with it. Yeah, I'm stuck. Ooh, bro, what's up? I got juice, you got rum. I'm not listening to you, you my son. I feel like a double agent, I got you. Yeah, I'm going off the juice, baby, what you saying? I can have you every night, but you think I'm playing.
If you want a rock star, I am your entertainment. If you want a sneaky link, I am your double agent, yeah. I only let you in the car cause you looking so fine. You want to keep me in the dark, but you know I'm gonna shine. Let me love you from afar cause I'm taking my time. If you want to tonight, hit my line. Yeah, I'm going off that juice, baby, what you saying? I can have you every night, but you think I'm playing. If you want a rock star, I am your entertainment.
If you want a sneaky link, I am your double agent, yeah.
I'm your double agent, baby.
Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby. Double agent, I'm your double agent, baby. I'm your double agent, yeah. Hey, yo, Zimmy,
I brought the Simmy.
if they touch you,
I'ma rip it.
I don't forgive.
I don't forget you.
You better not kiss.
No.
With it. I appreciate y'all. ATM Bankshots, my guy Zimmy, that dude records, yeah, the chair, 336. I love y'all. Appreciate it. Oh,
Appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Promise. I promise, brother. Yo, that's right. We're still here. We're doing it. We're at the halfway mark. Because guess what? We got panel 3 on the way. Right now, panel 3, the power of the independent artists in sports. So this is hosted by Shay. You've seen her before. Shay. Give her a round of applause. The incredible DJ Van X. DJ Van X. No, you got this one. Yeah. Because it's main mic. And if you don't know, tonight at Envy Lounge is the official after party, the Black and White Party. Come out there, show up and show out, but don't show out too much. Okay? So we do it like that. And the one and only Miss Good News. Miss Good News is in the building as well. So everybody's going to introduce themselves because I am tired running around and stuff. But guess what? We're here, we're blessed, and we're keeping it going. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's me, right?
Check.
Okay, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, yes. So I'm Miss Good News with WLJZ 107.1 FM out in Livingstone College, HBCU. Yeah, LC, you know what I'm saying? Who you with? Okay, but yeah, so I'm a host. I'm a lot of things. I'm a creator, okay? And then I'll get into that a little bit later when we start talking. I do a lot of stuff. I do everything that I need to do and can do that's good and healthy, okay? So that's me.
Okay. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I go by the super producer DJ Van X. I'm a music producer, a music executive, and a DJ, and an entrepreneur.
Where you from?
I'm from Burlington, but I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. And you guys know me. If you came late, then you didn't hear my intro, but I am Shayfoot. I'm a publicist. I do promotions for Radio 1 Charlotte, all 6 radio stations. And I'm a publicist for Isaiah Turnage, who's a linebacker at UNC Charlotte, and Wonder, who's a professional model and a pop artist. So that's everything that I do. And I guess we could go ahead and get this kicking off. If you guys can give me some tips that you will give an independent artist to break into the sports industry.
Okay, so now and let me, because I'm very transparent. I don't know everything about this sports, okay, but I do know a little bit. Okay, a little bit. I do know that it's important, very very important, to have your business like all the panels before us has says. You need to have your business in order. And I know we're talking more about licensing than we are copyrights. I believe that they both run hand in hand. So you definitely need to know about copyrights and everything, and in order to understand licensing when it comes to your music. And so the way that I explain it or I understand it is, when you have a house, you have the deed to your house. The deed to your house is saying that you own that. So your copyrights is your intellectual property. I'm sorry, intellectual property. So you can't necessarily take your house and give it to somebody, but you know that this is yours. So if you have that house and you wanted to rent your house out to someone else, that right there is where licensing is. It's the agreement, the terms in which you're going to use your work for. So if you don't know about the copyright, you can't really understand the licensing. And so I'll let you, I don't want to give too much.
Yeah, copyright is very important, but before you copyright, you need to make sure you own the music. A lot of artists are sampling, and when you're sampling somebody else's music, you're not going to get the copyrighted cleared without paying for it. So it's best for artists to make original music so you can own 100% of it, and then you can copyright that. You won't have any issues. But unless you got the money to clear the samples, but stay away from that if you can, to create your own ownership of your music.
And can all producers please get paid?
Yeah, definitely. Pay the producers.
Pay the producers. Pay the producers. And I would like to say too, just off of that, yes, make sure that it's a lot of artists. Listen, I see a lot of artists do these mixed CDs, which that's cool. But if you're in it to make money and you don't want to just be busy, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here that's busy and productive are two different things. You need to be productive and not just out here busy. So make sure you go ahead and invest in yourself and get you an original beat and go ahead and just do it the right way, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's how you do it. YouTube beats, a lot of people, I own a studio called Exclusive Studios, and it's with like mid downtown area, Greensboro. And I say about 75 of the artists come in there off of YouTube beats. When I see you go on YouTube and download a beat, I'm like, I don't know how far you're gonna get with that, because you got maybe 50,000 other people that use that same beat, and someone might already own it, and you're just running up numbers for them. Yeah. So it's good, like she said, get with a producer like me, get you some original beats, and then you can take off from there.
Okay, yeah, that is very good information from both of y'all. I do want to answer the question also and just say I know that a lot of times it's hard to break through in either industry, sports or music. And so I was working with an independent artist in Atlanta, and he went to this basketball court, shot a video, wasn't thinking nothing of it. But of course, it's in Atlanta, so they have the Falcons logo everywhere. So I'm like, hey, the video got up to like 1 million streams on YouTube. So I end up Googling, trying to use my network, and I couldn't find anybody. So I Googled and I found the DJ. Well, no, a friend of mine gave me the DJ to the Atlanta Falcons, their game. He DJs the game. So I showed him the video. I'm like, hey, the video has 1 million streams. Can you play the song during the game? He said the song is dope. No money required. I'm playing the song at every game because he shouts out the team in the song.
Right.
Yeah, but one thing I do want to say is that artists, be careful about what you put in your songs, because even though he shouted out the team and they loved it, he shouted out another beer brand that was their competition to their sponsor. So we did have to go back through the song and change the name of the beer that he used in the song because it was the competition to their endorsement. So they can't have a song playing that's in competition. You know what I'm saying? They're losing endorsement money. So be very clear when you're talking about a Patek or when you're talking about Ciroc or when you talking about different type of cars and things, think about the future. When you put this in your songs, you may open yourself up to opportunities, but at the same time, you may be canceling ones as well. You don't want to shout out one Coca-Cola and then Pepsi is like, well, nah, we can't work with you now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one thing to think about. As a producer, I know you speak a lot about YouTube beats and everything. Have you been in a situation where a song has taken legs and then you had to cancel it because anything in the future?
Not for me, but
Not for
I see
you?
it all happen all the time for other artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with any athletes that became rappers or vice versa?
No, not like Shaq and all them.
Yeah.
No, it is well, he's not been drafted yet, but I am working with one guy who used to he played for UNCG. He's about to get
Okay.
drafted. He records in my studio, but not
Okay.
yet.
That's dope. Do you guys think it will be, well, how do you guys think somebody can balance being an athlete and being an independent artist at the same time?
For me, I believe it's just life in general. It's you have to have balance, especially at Livingstone College. There's students there, and of course they're if they're in entertainment, a lot of times, like if you play sports, you're known in out here in the world and you're popular, and a lot of those are, I mean, a lot of the athletes are artists, and so they want to do both, but it's very time consuming to be an athlete because you have your studies and then you have to do the practice training and all that type of stuff. But I would just say balance. Just figure out who it is that you want to be and where you want to be in life, and sit down and strategically plan, like know the steps that it takes to get to where you want to be. Don't just be out here aimlessly trying to get and make something happen. Have a plan, like this is what I need to get here from point A to point Z, and make it happen. And the other thing is to just remember who you are and what works for you, because everything that works for everybody else may not work for you. What success is for you is subjective. It changes per person. It's not one way, and that's the only way. Success is dependent upon you and what you want. So you just have to really, for me, it's really just being strategic. Like have a goal in mind. Just don't be out here, because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And that's not cliche. That's definitely true.
Yeah. I think a lot of opportunities are presented to athletes over independent artists, which is unfortunate on the independent artist standpoint. I worked with, well, I won't say his name, but I worked with a baseball player, and his dad was this Hall of Famer. Just everybody knows him. And so he's following his father's footsteps, of course, because you really don't have no choice at that point when your father's a Hall of Famer. But he really wanted to be a rapper. And so he had all of these scholarships, and he was playing, and he went AAA, which is like the G League, and then he went AA. And so it's like you're in the major leagues now.
Right.
And I understand this is your future. And he was like, no, but this is my father's future. I want to do me. And he really wanted to be an artist. And I was like, well, I might not be representing you no more because you're throwing away this major league money to be an independent artist. Like, where they do that at?
And you can
But
do both though. Like
yep,
you can
and that's
definitely do both.
exactly what he's doing. But I really said, if baseball is what got you here, then don't give that up.
That's right.
Use that to fund what your dreams is until you can really live without it.
That's
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But at that time, I'm his publicist and I'm trying to gear him in the right direction. And I'm like, I understand that I'm deeply in the music industry, but this ain't where it's at. You majorly. But then everybody has to find their own path. You know what I mean? And you may have people in your circle that says, we want you to go this way. We want you to go that way. Be strategic, have multiple streams of income in anything that you do. And then make sure you use that to put yourself on the next level. You wanted to speak on it?
I agree. Most artists gotta understand that you have to become a businessman when you become an artist.
Yes.
You just can't be an artist without no plan. And having a budget is very important. A lot of artists don't create a budget for themselves. You should create a budget on a quarterly or yearly way, strategize that, and make it work for you. But the most important thing with artists on the come up is to network with the DJs.
That's right.
The DJs are the portal to getting your music circulating in the clubs, and just streaming and creating a brand for your music, because a lot of music is sellable. You just got to create a brand for it. A lot of songs we listen on the radio all the time, we don't like it, and then sooner or later you start gravitating to it. So if you're serious about it, understand that not just being a rapper, you want to be an artist, and an artist has to become a businessman. You know what I mean?
I love you. So can I piggyback? Okay, so like a reputation is no more than just like knowledge. But when wisdom, the difference between knowledge and wisdom is knowledge applied. So we can come and tell you all these things, but if you don't apply it, then you haven't become wise yet.
Right.
So a brand is the same thing. Like, so you can have a reputation, that's your name. Everybody know you. Oh, he rap. Oh, okay, he an athlete. But your brand is, like he said, it's a perspective. It's a mindset where you say, okay, this is a business now. So a brand is letting people know, like, this is not just my name, but this is what I do. It's in me and not on me. And like, it just, I get excited about this.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, just look at all of these successful artists that we see. You got Lil Baby, Meek Mill, Jay-Z, you got all of these people. But just dealing with the new school, look how many of them say, I want to get out of my contract. We see that at least once a month now.
Yeah, they went on their business.
Everybody wants to get out of their contract. Oh, they screwed me over. My label was taking my money. And, you know, it's the same story every time. And half of the time it's the label's not taking their money. You gave it over because you signed the contract, but they didn't know the business side of it.
Right. Getting a lawyer is very important to look over contracts and understanding publishing, copyrights, PRO companies, what publishing is. I mean, every artist who performed in here today should have their own publishing company, okay? And should be signed up with a PRO and make sure all your songs is registered. All right, and the main thing, one good thing is North Carolina is on fire right now. So a lot of the music execs are looking to sign artists. So if you got your business in order, you can get signed now from North Carolina. It wasn't like that maybe 5-10 years ago.
Yep. I'm not going to put anybody out there, but I just met 2 people in North Carolina from 2 different labels that the label paid them to move to North Carolina. They're here. They're here. One is in Charlotte.
Yep.
They are here. So the label is paying people and executives from their office to move to North Carolina because we have people like DaBaby, Stunner for Vegas, J. Cole, Murray, all of these artists that are now blowing up out of the state. Is more important now than ever to sit down with a DJ or publicist or someone that says, where do we start to get our music together?
Right.
So that is my next question. Where do you start?
Well, for me, I would definitely like he said, the DJs, and we a lot of people just fail because of lack of knowledge. So like he said, you have to get some original music, the content. You have to have your content. I have a company where I just started doing consultation, just Jumpstart. It's called a Jumpstart package with artists just to help them get on the right foot. Like he was saying, like your PROs, those types of things. You need to know the language and understand. Like, and shout out to DJ Chuck T because I took his class. Definitely invest in a class where you can get the education behind all of the music because it's business. And like he was saying, you should be getting paid all kinds of ways. There's different ways to get paid, not just one time selling a CD or that type of thing. I call it like the 5. Okay, so you have to have maybe BMI or ASCAP. You have to have a distributor, whether it be cdbaby.com. I don't even know if they do that still, but the TuneCore. A lot of people use DistroKid. They help you get some of your royalties, but not all of them. You have to have Song Trust, Sound Exchange, because all of these different entities help you collect your money in different ways. And so if you don't understand that, you'll be missing out, and you cannot expect people to be like you. This is business. So everybody is not going to do and be morally correct. They're not going to say, oh, you didn't know, so I'm going to tell you. You can wait on it, but a lot of people going to say, if you don't know that that's your money, I'm going to collect it for you. And that's how that's going to work. So don't fall off because of lack of knowledge. Educate yourself. If you're really passionate about it, you're really passionate and love it, study and show yourself approved. That's really the basis. And then connect with the people you see. Like we here, you should have everybody Instagram before you walk out because you already know following is not everything, but it holds some weight. Connection and network holds weight. Relationships. So you should make sure you meet everybody before you leave. And the people that you know, are solid and they have platforms like this lady, I keep seeing her everywhere I go. They say I'm everywhere, but she everywhere. Being that we met at some networking thing. And so just stay out there, stay connected. Even if you're not performing, still be out here networking and just making the connections. That's all. That's where I say.
Okay. Do you have anything to add, Bennett?
A lot of artists got to learn how to travel. Get out your comfort zone, get out your city. It's good to network because a lot of artists think like Gucci Man or quality control people are going to send you an email or going to pull up and sign you. A lot of artists get signed by plain looking people who you wouldn't even think that they hold the position. You know what I mean? God has ways of throwing dice your way, and you gotta learn how to grab it. Grab it. A lot of people miss opportunities. You got to be a social butterfly in the music business. You can't be too shy and you can't be too cocky. You need to be right in the middle. All right. And the music business is very tricky because blessings come your way and you don't even realize when to grab them. A lot of people be looking for the fancy jewels and the big cars, and it don't happen like that. You know what I mean? So keep your eyes and ears open and network. That's the biggest thing. Get out of Greensboro, get out of North Carolina, travel. And when you are traveling, network.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, that's how I met a lot of people that I know in the industry because they say the same thing you said. I see you everywhere. What do you do?
What do you do?
And that's the opening to everybody I meet. All of the connections I have to people out of state, it's either through somebody or because they just see me out all the time. And so, my last question, so we can wrap this up. I know artists, they go to a lot of panels, they hear the same thing: register your music, get with a PRO. And that's important. But what do you tell the independent artist that has that already? What's the next step? Like, I know there's licensing opportunities like we spoke about before. What are some avenues that independent artists can take outside of just recording a song and putting it on YouTube and the DSPs?
Well, I would say definitely getting involved. Okay, the showcases. Now, and help me out now. But listen, I have my personal opinions about this. I believe, again, success is based on the individual, so it's subjective. I can't give you one way to do it and then it works for everybody. That just doesn't happen. But I believe that doing showcases is very important. Now, I have met artists that have they're above that to me. And not to say that they're better, it's just that they have like the personality. It's the they have a story. You know what I'm saying? Artists have to have a story. They have to be able to convey that story, make people feel it. They have to have spunk, engage with other people, and then be able to rock these platforms, not just showcase platforms, but festival platforms, because there's a difference. Like, entertaining different size audiences or anything or everything. So do showcases, but when you know that you're past that, you may need to find you a manager. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, a lot of artists want to have managers and they don't have anything to manage yet. They're not doing that. They just talking about social media right now, and that's not even on point. So they don't even know what a manager is. But I think that there are artists out here that they're making moves. They're connecting with a lot of people. They got their music right, so they need to be performing, maybe even getting into festivals and things of that nature. And then it's just up from there. Just keep working. That's pretty much what I would say.
I would say showcases is a good way to network and to test records. You can test your songs out at a lot of showcases and see if that's the one you need to push. A lot of artists need to choose one single to just promote, market it. So a lot of people give up on songs too early, and they forget that sometimes it takes songs a year or two to break. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in North Carolina trying to be an artist, it could take you 2 to 5 years. There's a lot of songs we hearing right now. They recorded 5 years ago, and we just now hearing them. So never give up on a song, and yeah, and always you gotta have that money, man. Have you some money. Yeah. Don't just be an artist with a dream with no money. And I can talk on this all day because one thing about being an artist is that you need to choose your audience who to promote your music to. once you find out your wave, how you like to move, promote your music to that audience, because there's so many different music that's selling. You got hip hop, R&B, you got reggaeton, you got Afro beats.
Right.
I mean, there's so many different ways you can make money, and artists ain't just got to make a hip hop artist ain't got to just make rap stuff. You can make R&B mixed with rap. Those are some of the best records to sell, because you can feel, people who love R&B, they can gravitate to it, and the people who like rap, they can gravitate to it. If you listen to a lot of the records we like right now, it's a mixture of both.
Right.
A lot of the songs that get played on the radio have an R&B feel to it. Choose and choose the right record to promote, and make sure you have a dirty and a clean version when you out doing shows.
Yep.
Can I say something? Yes.
Okay, no, go ahead.
I'm sorry. HBCU, you hit it on the head. I was just waiting to say that. Please make sure y'all have a clean version. Okay, because listen, you like Shay said, you will mess up a lot of opportunities out here. You know what I'm saying? And just it's cool. I get it. You make your songs and it is what it is. But when you send it to the radio, we have to play the clean version. We have to play the clean version. When you get into the HBCUs and you want to come and do a homecoming, which you should be trying to get into the HBCUs and connect with the students, you want to have a clean version, because that's the only way you'll be able to do those types of things. Even now with promotion, I do a promotion at Concord Mills. It's family friendly. We're promoting people's videos. We have to censor things out. We can't have booty buns while the little kids is walking around. It's just
Right.
not appropriate.
Right.
So make sure that you do that. Like Van Dyke said, listen, make sure that you have music for everybody, so you won't cut yourself off from every avenue of getting money. And so,
Yeah.
shout out to Livingstone College and all HBCUs.
Yeah, and I just wanted to piggyback on that before we wrap this up. I do promotions for 6 radio stations. This is the second radio company that I work with, and from the bottom of my heart, leave radio alone. Don't think about it. I know everybody wants their song on the radio. I know it's a great feeling. I still get excited to this day when my client is being played on the radio, and I'm like, oh my God, and I got to put it on Instagram. But it's so much money. It's so much money. It's so much work. And if you go to radio too quick, once that song stops playing on the radio because Drake dropped, there is no coming back and putting the song back on the radio again. And then if the money stops and the radio stops playing it because the money stops, because we all know how that goes, there is no coming back and adding another budget to it a month or two later. The song is done. And if you didn't do your footwork in the streets to get the people in love with the song, if you didn't push it on social media or on the internet and get the blogs and stuff involved, then once that song stops playing on the radio, it's done. And you have to start all the way back from square one. If you go to radio too soon, it can really, really help a record if you have the budget for it, but it can also hurt a record if you do it way too soon. So really, really try to connect with your audience, like Van Dyke says. Figure out who are those group of people that are your cult following, that are going to be there with you, ride or die. And then try to get all of their friends and all of their family. Hit really hard on social media. Hit the shade room, the blogs, whatever type of outlet that fits your audience. Hit the blogs, hit the websites, go on tour. Like Van Dyke said, get out of the state. Do every piece of groundwork that you can do on your own before you go to radio, because best believe when the song take legs, radio is going to look for your song. They're going to come to you. So please, I've seen a lot of artists, they have a manager and they're past the introduction stage and they have somebody that's backing them as far as getting the money. And so they may sign to like an independent label, and the independent label is how much it costs to do radio.
But now let me tell you this though, and this is why I tell y'all, and I'm not trying to hold y'all, I just want to make sure y'all get this information. Listen, the reason I tell you with HBCUs, I'm a radio personality and in the marketing director for WLJZ 107.1 FM. Listen, the college radio runs totally different. We can play your music as much as we want to.
Yep.
We are a reporting station, which means that you get paid every time your song gets played on the radio if your business is in order. So there's artists that we have right now that they're getting paid $800 a month $800. Shout out COE Mark Savage, but they're getting checks every month because we can play it as much as we want to. We can play
Go
it
there.
In between, after, whenever. We can play your whole album. Other radio stations can't play your whole album, and they're oversaturated with nationally known artists. So you'll get lost in the whole stuff. But not at not at any HBCU, not at Livingstone College, not at WLJZ 107.1 FM. Get your music right, get your business right. Send y'all music over there. We'll play it. You know what I'm saying?
College radio, absolutely. College radio is the way to go. Trying to get on FM radio where it's I really don't want to discourage anybody, but I've just seen it so many times. When you can have that same budget and send it to college, and get on college radio and get 10 times more spins than you would ever get on terrestrial radio. Like 102.5, shout out to you guys. I love you. Thank you for my job. But as an independent artist, please look into college radio, look into radio broadcasting locally. They have these local TV stations that you can do licensing deals for. There are movies and TV shows and commercials and so many different avenues that you can put your music on, and you don't have to promote it. Every time that commercial is getting paid, you're getting a check. Every time somebody buys a video game and your music is in it, you're getting a check. So there's a lot of different licensing opportunities that are better uses of your money than going to FM radio and killing your whole song before it takes legs. Did you want to add anything?
I mean, you said it all. DJs. I mean, a lot of people have a problem with getting their songs played on the radio because they don't have any relationships with the PR, the program director, or don't know none of the DJs. Gravitate to the DJs who like the song. When you sense a DJ don't like the song, don't even worry about spending no money with them, because it might go to waste. But let me take that back. I have seen some DJs that didn't like the song, and then they start playing it, and they start liking it. Because don't let one person's opinion discourage you in the music business. You got to believe in yourself off gate. You got to be strong-minded and don't take no for the last resort. Push, and let God open up doors for you.
Absolutely. I use DJs for any and everything that I need. I don't care if it's whose song is out, can I get tickets to a show, or what I need to eat. Right. The DJ is my plug for everything. Yep. And the DJ is usually the first person to know about stuff in the music industry. So always try to find that one DJ that likes your music or at least supports your grind. Yep. And then build a team starting with them, and they can move you around the industry. Yep. I guess it's time to go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys have any questions, come holler at either one of us. You want to go ahead and say your social media?
Ms. Good News, MZGOODNEWZ, no S's. Ms. Good News on all social media platforms.
Mine's super producer Van X, super is spelled SUPA.
All right, and I'm Shayfoot PR. Again, it's on the back of my shirt, so don't worry about the spelling. Thank you, promise.
Excellent, thank you. I'll put this here, I'll get this one. Excellent. Give another round of applause, please. All right, so we have a small change in the programming. So what's going to happen? Gianni's going to come up first. Then the one and only Miss Chiefs is going to be up here for a panel. Then SL Perrion. Then the last panel. So it's just a small little change, but we're good to go, and we'll be on time. All right, because that's what we do. Stay on time. Gianni, let's go. But I have to turn the music on too, so yeah. Here you go.
It was good, everybody. How y'all feeling? I'm about to turn over real quick if y'all don't mind. Yeah. One time. Look, shorty, tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Just tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Shorty, tell me what you really try to do. Look, maybe you could show it to me on the FaceTime or the Facebook. Just need a couple looks. She gon' let me crack it open like a textbook. Then I gotta break fast, Russell Westbrook. She know I ain't regular. I know how to make it hot. I switch up a temperature. If we talking dollar bills, baby, I'm a predator on a regular. Money, clothes, only etc. Yeah. Just tell me what you trying to do. Look, so shorty, tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Just tell me what you want, what you really want to do. Shorty, tell me what you really trying to do. Just tell me what you trying to do with me, cause obviously you trying to get this body heat. And honestly, I'm thinking you should slide with me. Sure, baby, now you rocking with a prodigy. I'm sick of all this technology, that FaceTime, waste time, come outside with me. Group chats with her friends be getting gossipy. Got them watching all my movements constantly. So what's up? Without the Addy, what's up? Know you waiting for it, you just gotta keep it a buck. Got me flying down 85, trying to pull up. I'm too fly, so these other brothers trying to keep up. Bad talk, how we running it up. I've been cooking up the pot, I'm just warming it up. If they sleep now, but you, I'll be waking them up and let them see I'm still giving it up. That's real. This that shit that I've been waiting on. This that type of shit, kick them on the dance floor. Had them waiting like your chill when you gon' give them more. Now I'm dropping bangers like I just kicked in the door. I be getting sore, running circles around these when I'm getting bored. She came to get a show, so I hit it all night. She know I perform. I ain't really know her. He's a regular. I just met this sick and now she all up in my cellular. Light it up and let the liquor start and dressing her. All this was going down while her man texting her. I be on demon time. If it ain't no money calling, I'ma hit the climb. I stay running to her like I work at finish line. Shorty know I never stop until I finish mine. I know that girl fly, but she be acting like a. I know she know I'm fly, and she know I don't like the. I know that girl fly, and she stay acting like a. I know she know I'm fly, and she know I don't like the. This beat slide, walking on it like Mike Jack. Smooth coming on beat, especially like that. If we slide to the crib, she ain't coming back. Hopping in my bag, guess that's why I got her mad. It was all bad, it's going outside. I was counting pesos to the stash, and you was trying to get it popping on your OnlyFans. Now you lit, you forgot who was your only fan. All on social media, trying to get it back. Twitter fingers going crazy, she was tweeting fast. 20K up on the gram, she thinks she could brag. So like, girl, forget them likes, I'm trying to make it last. Think she like me cause she see my face and I'm mad. Maybe cause I'm swagged out and I be popping tags. Peep your friend looking at me trying to get a glance. Little do they know I got them all in the plan. Feel like Drizzy to that girl, I needed one dance. She like control her, I'm the upper hand. Freak at night, FAN, I be hitting fans. She be different when it hit the fan. Damn. I know that girl fly, but she be acting like a. I know she know I'm fly, and she know I don't like her. I know that girl fly, but she stay acting like her. I know she know I'm fly, but she know I don't like her. I know she know I'm fly. Hey, yo, I go by the name of Gianni Trill, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you can leave it on there. That's cool. Whatever. Yeah, that's my computer. We good. Yeah. Okay. So next up, the one and only. See, you wanna you need a seat? Yeah. We're good. Okay. Cool.
but I gotta have them gold pennies every cent. A young dude got it steady just to pay the rent. Nowadays I do my thing, then I go and dip.
We got it. I'm tired, y'all. But we're doing. Oh yeah. No, you can do some stuff because you always do it so lovely. You do it so lovely.
Okay, so first of all, I need y'all to give it up for Promise, okay? Because I don't think the average person really understands what it takes to put an event like this together. I also think people don't understand the value that has been presented here today for the money that you have paid. And if you didn't pay, then you really don't understand the value. So I want for you guys to give yourselves a round of applause for coming out today, because it is important that you come up. And so one of the things that I used to do, and I still say it now, is to show up and show out. And part of that show up and show out is definitely in you making sure that you're not only in the building, but that you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you when you're in the building, right? So it's a lot of people that'll probably come out to stuff and they're going to get a little teeny weeny bitty of it. Some people came out because they wanted to hear a particular speaker. Some people came out because what they wanted to do was they wanted to hear a particular artist today, right? Now, the smart people that came out for the whole entire experience, right? Because you wanted to know everything that was going on and be involved with it. And you wanted to make sure that you knew the best of everything that you could get right now. So my expertise is in small business and helping them start up, and then also helping them grow, but then also in social media. And so one of the things that I look at is ownership, okay? So y'all know what it means to own something, right? Like they talked about it today. And so I changed what I was actually gonna say, because as I was sitting here listening to what everybody else was saying, I said, there's one big, gigantic, huge piece that's missing from everything that everybody is saying. So we got a lot of artists in the building, right? How many of y'all own your name? We got all these artists in the building, right? But how many of you own your name? Okay, we got two out of, I'm not sure. We got one like possible hand up in the back. He trying to act like he do, all right? So listen, in doing business, my role is to help people to be as successful as possible. And one of the things that I can say that people overlook all the time is their name. Like, that's why this thing is so important. So Janae and I were sitting in the back, and I had in mind exactly what I was going to say, but like I told you, I had to change it once I'm sitting here, I'm listening to the vibes. The reason that this is so important is because even if you want to look at this as far as Black people, how many people watch Roots? Y'all remember watching Roots back in the day? The biggest thing that happened in Roots was that Toby is what they wanted to call him, but his name was Kunta Kinte, right? And he got whooped and beat and everything because his name was important. So I want you to understand how important your name is, what you call yourself and what you align yourself with is so important, and we overlook that. So just think about this. How many people have even thought about the fact that you don't really own your name? Like, it's your name, you got a social security number to go with it, but there could be somebody else out there with your exact same name, and if they trademark it, it's a wrap. You can't own your name. So how many of y'all remember Tina Turner? Tell me what Tina Turner's real name is. Anna Mae Bullock, right? Now, when she got divorced from Ike, the one thing that she wanted was what? Her name. But why did she want her name? Because she knew that she could start from nothing and rebuild. She knew that that name that she built was more important than anything else. Now, you see what happened to Ike, right? Tina is living still. Tina don't have to sing now another song for the rest of her life, okay? She ain't got to do nothing because her name lives on, right? So what I need you to understand is that you could do all the copywriting in the world. You could do all of that. But the average artist doesn't even own their name. So you need to understand what you can and cannot do. And you need to understand how ownership makes a difference. So, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just going to give you some things. And I wanted to write it down just so I didn't miss any part of it, so that this way I could tell you, right? So when you're talking about trademarking, you can trademark your brand name, your name. You can trademark your logo. You can trademark sounds. You can also trademark a brand product name. You can trademark a brand service name. You can trademark a tagline or a slogan. You can trademark a podcast name, and you can trademark a course name. So when everybody's out here doing whatever they're doing, you might come up and you have some slogan or something that's real dope that you say, and then everybody starts saying it, or it's something that you say that's in your clique, right? And that could be something that you monetize. But you just out here saying it and it catches on, everybody's doing it, right? And then all of a sudden, somebody decides to put it on a t-shirt, and guess what they're doing? Making money off of something that you created. So I need you to understand as creators that our job is to protect our name. And so anything that you're putting out, what you need to do is be a legal business in the first place. So whether you're doing sports or whether you're doing music or you're doing none of the above and you just want to be a business owner, you need to go ahead and make sure that when you do turn into a business, and there's so many more things to this that go into it, so I'm not going to go in depth, but get that LLC. And the reason that people are telling you that is because LLC means Limited Liability Corporation. What it means is that they're not going to come after you and your personal assets, but it does mean that now you can go ahead and start getting business credit in the name of your business. It does mean now that you can pay yourself and the people that are around you. It does mean now that you have an obligation to not just yourself, but to this business that you've created to be able to live up to it. So what I want you to think about, especially if we're talking about students, is the stuff that you put out. That content that you put out now, trust and believe somebody's going to screenshot it. Somebody's going to come back and find it later. And I'm sure you've seen all of these people that put out racist tweets or sexist things or something. And then what do they want to say? Oh, well, I was young. I didn't understand. I was 15. I was 16. I was 19. You knew you took them fingers and put them on that keyboard, right? Whether it was on the keyboard or whether it was going to be on your phone, and you typed that stuff in, but you didn't think it was going to come back to you. But those things hurt you later on. So I need you to understand, put out the type of stuff that is going to allow you to continue to make money, all right? So I want you to think about this. Whenever you talk about, let's just say you get the opportunity to be on a television show or somewhere where somebody's going to see you, it could be 30 seconds, right? And you say something real cool, or you got on a dope shirt with your name on it, continue to be in position, right? Always be in position, because you don't know who's looking at you. You don't know who's necessarily in the audience. Now, you probably know a good majority of people if you keep going to the same exact thing over and over again, right? But there's going to be bigger and better rooms for you to be in, and you don't know who's going to be in there and who's paying attention to you. And every time that you say that you're an artist, or every time that you say that you play sports, every time that you have the opportunity for somebody to put their spin on what you do, they can go back to what you're putting out, and they can always see the type of person that you are. Because I need you to understand, people going to talk about you regardless, all right? They're going to talk about you. Anybody been talked about? Okay. But the thing is, what are the people saying about you? So this is what I like. I want you to think about this. I always tell people, what are 3 words that you want to be known for? Like with this brand that you have. So mine is always colorful, confident, and quality. Now, is anybody in here that's never seen me before? Raise your hand. You never seen me, right? Did I give you colorful, confident, and quality today? So that's what I'm saying to you. Whatever this brand is that you're going to put out, you have to understand, specifically with sports, that body ain't gonna last forever. It's going to run out. It's going to. The important thing that I think that you have the opportunity to do now is, when I was saying, I was talking to Janae, we didn't have this opportunity then. You couldn't just essentially sell yourself, which is what you're doing. This brand that you're creating enables you to put yourself in a different tax bracket. And this is something people might not want to hear, but you don't necessarily have to finish college. You don't necessarily have to even go to college. You can always finish college later, right? And guess what? No matter how good you are, everybody's not making it to the major sports. Everybody's not making it, okay? So everybody's not going to be the next LeBron James. But that doesn't mean that you don't put forth the effort to try to do the best that you can do and make sure that you become a personality. So think about it like this. You do realize Michael Jordan makes more money for being Michael Jordan than when Michael Jordan played as Michael Jordan, right? The brand Jordan makes more money than he made being a star, superior, elite athlete, right? And he was going to have to stop playing at some time. But he continues to be able to make more money because of what he represented, okay? They even had to sue for the Jumpman logo back in the day. There was an issue with that. Now, everybody know who Megan Thee Stallion is, right? What was the problem that Megan had? Huh? Oh, well, she did get shot, but that's not where we was going, sir. Stay on track, sir. Stay on track with the business part of things. Getting shot is clearly a problem, okay? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, from a business standpoint, Megan said it's a what summer? It's a hot girl summer, right? Megan didn't own Hot Girl Summer. January of this year, Megan just got the trademark for Hot Girl Summer. So what do you think is going to happen now? Megan's going to milk Hot Girl Summer from now until the end. I guarantee you it's going to be all kind of Hot Girl Summer merchandise. It's going to be a Hot Girl Summer event. It's going to be all kinds of stuff that you will see. But this is the thing about Megan. Megan does what? What does she do? What's her occupation? Huh? A rapper, right? But how many other endorsement deals does Megan Thee Stallion have? Do you remember back in the day that it was plenty of female rap artists, but they wasn't getting endorsement deals? Queen Latifah is about to come back with CoverGirl again. So what I'm saying to you is your name is important. What you stand for is important. And the ownership of what you have is important. So this is why it's 4 people I tell you need to get in, but I'm gonna throw in an extra one today, because it's in the same realm, but it's definitely not the same. So I always tell people, an accountant, because you need somebody to count that money. And you need somebody that knows the laws better than you, that can finagle the stuff that you don't know how to finagle, because tax laws change every year. You need a lawyer, because you need somebody to read those contracts and put you in the best possible position. If any company tries to say, oh, use our lawyer, hoodwink, bamboozle, led astray, run amok, okay? Get your own lawyer. Get your own lawyer, because then they're looking out for your best interests. You need somebody to help you with marketing, okay? You need somebody to help you typically with insurance. And I'm gonna throw this out there because we got a lot of guys out there. Listen, how do I want to say this in the most politically correct way? Think about what you're doing after hours. Think about that insurance. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Because anybody could come along and then they got you for the rest of your life paying for something that maybe you didn't want, right? So think about it like that. I'm gonna just say it that way. And then I'm gonna throw in the 5th person, because I need you to understand that public relations is not the same thing as marketing. It's just not. And you don't understand that the public relations person's job is to take the ownership of what you bring forth and make other people want to buy into that. The marketing is there to say, look at me, I look good. Oh, I'm stunting. That's what the marketing is there to do. But the PR part is there to say, it's more to this person. You should pay attention to this. Like she said, they got a story. It's the reason why people want to hear from you. So get those 5 people in your corner. And then let me tell you what else you need to get. You need to get your family out of your pocket. And you might not want to hear that. Now, if you have people that are there for your best interests and understand that, okay. But this is the one thing I kept hearing over and over today. Family is good. I'm not even going to say great. Family is good. But if mama didn't understand that contract and mama told you to sign that contract, it's a lot of parents out there, a lot of uncles and aunties and cousins and all of the rest of that want what's best for them. And you need to make sure that they're not in your pocket like that. So pay attention to that. And this is why if you have and you start to build your team with this business, you will be able to be successful. And understand, it's more than just sports and it's more than music. So what else can you make money off of with this likeness thing, right? There's so many other things. I want you to think about yourself. If you think about yourself as a brand, you'll make sure that your merchandising is on point. Because guess what? You can always sell merchandise. You'll make sure, and this is an important thing that I want to leave you with. Start right now getting people to subscribe to you on some type of email list that you control. Because what will happen is it's direct to consumer. It's no need for you to have a middleman, because you have control of the people that like you, the people that love you, the people that are evangelists for your music, the people that are going to spend that money on your merchandising, the people that are going to help keep promoting you. Those people, when you keep emailing them, they're going to be the ones to buy from you. So it doesn't matter if you're going to be an athlete, if you're going to be a musician, or if you're going to just be a regular business owner. The ownership of your list, in case social media goes down, is an important factor for you to continue to communicate to people effectively. All right. So that's what I want to leave y'all with today. Y'all good? All right. So at the end of my thing, I like to say I give it to the people. So people, what did you get today? What did you get? How you feel about it? How do you feel about what I said? Give it up to me. What you got?
Especially about the ownership of the name. I did not know that my son is an artist, and so that was great information from me.
Okay, so now let me tell you what I need you to do. I need you to go and email businessclinic@elon.edu, because there's a business clinic that is with the law offices that Elon has, and they will help you to go through the trademark process so that this way they will put you in alignment with the different categories, because it's a lot of different categories when you talk about trademarking as far as what he's going to do, what he's going to sell. And the thing is, you got to be thinking future oriented. He might just be doing this one thing today, but then there will be things later on. So just as one more thing, you know how everybody's talking about streaming? You had all of these artists that in their original contracts, streaming didn't even exist. So you have to think about the future orientation of things that are going to happen technologically. All right, so this is my time. I appreciate y'all today. Please give it up for Promise. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, have a great day, everybody.
Once again, give it up for Chisa. Yeah, so about that whole deal with the get your own email list. If you did not pre-register, here you go. Okay. We need an email list. So can you please scan this just to make sure we have an accurate account? I already know that over 50 people came, which is great. I have the pictures for it, but I don't have the email list. So thank you. I didn't do what she said, but it's all good. We are back out here. Huh? Hey, try and get it done. Up next, we have SL Perrion. SL Perrion is up next for his performance. Then after that, it is, I know it's the Web 3.0, but I want to get the name correct. It's building a core fan base by expanding into Web 3.0. Okay, that's the next panel after this. SL Perrion, here you go. Give it up for him.
Yeah. First and foremost, man, give it up for Promise, man. He put this thing together, man. It's lovely. Give it up for him first, man. I go by the name of SL Perrion. By short, you can call me SL. What I got for you, man, I got my latest single called Load Up. And I'm going into another joint off my EP. It's called That's What You Do. Very high, inspirational, motivational joint. Sound controller, do your thing, baby. I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, load up. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up on the sit to got time to play. Load up. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up on the sit to got time to play. Time is some money, can't take nothing from me, and I am still hungry, I'm never done eating. You in the country, just shoot the black smuffy, just asking the question, what get you a beating? What I say easy, just bring it to me and I crush them all. Running your soul, I truck them all. My flow is so water, I flood them all. Come over, get straight on the ground. What you then you're so lit, evaporate, never be found. You could try me, play stupid games with stupid prizes. Ignorance up at its finest. Grow up, cause I can guarantee you the one person me better take heed and load up. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up on this, it don't got time to play. Load up. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up on that, it don't got time to play. Yeah, I don't got time to play. What? Yeah, I don't got time to play. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up on that, I don't got time to play.
That's what you better do. I send you up higher with better view. I'm aiming at you, then you better move. You're bad as bad, I told you to. You wanna learn easy or hard way. And I find it funny that you talk money just worth a penny like Hardaway. So watch me lead how I paid the way. You can't call me, you gotta pay to play. I can race stock, then double the race. The girl stalking me, then she want a date. I guess you want somebody not stupid fake. I don't wanna realize that's what she say. And I ain't even blowing up, yeah, you hating. Damn, yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up them. That's it, don't got time to play. Load up, yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up them. That's it, don't got time to play. Load up. Yeah, I don't got time to play. Yeah, I don't got time to play. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna up them. That's it, don't got time to play. Yeah. I don't got time to play. I don't got time to play. That's how you feel like when you trying to get on that basketball court. Hey, this next one right here though, when people doubt you, you know what I'm saying? You know you don't put in the man hours, you know you don't put in that work, and still people doubt you. You still gotta show them, and this what you do, man. So this one of them joints right here, that's gonna get you in that mood, it's gonna get you in that state. Well, you got your Instagram out, gonna follow me on IG right now, SL Perion Music, SLPERION. Got t-shirts right here. You can check my IG, click the link. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, check this out right here. We gonna load it up like that. Yeah. 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 I like that. Turn up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. You ain't gotta act, don't do that. Stop full of cap, don't do that. Why you force blacker, don't do that. Don't do that, don't do that. Nah. Don't do that, don't do that. Nah. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. I can't give a quit that. Just try to do what I'm about to. Don't need stress that, cause ambulance, but you wanna get stressed that. See until your rest black. On the fast track, prices go up and down like NASDAQ. But to keep coming back like flashback. With number signs on the front like hashtag. Any signs touchable like Snapchat. Any sign I give you my cash app. When it's business, but I give you my ass cap or business mind. I'm getting bronze. I'm born to fives without. And 25 without Instagram. This what I do. Niggas gotta keep it up. Niggas gonna flip the gram. This is what I do. Yeah, this what I do. What? This what I do. Yeah, this what I do. This what I do. Yeah, you won't win the economy. This what I do. I don't make bonus beat. This what I do. All of them under me. This what I do. This what I do. If you won't win the economy, this what I do. I don't make bonus beat. This what I do. All of them under me. This what I do. This what I do. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. That, yo, we rewind that. Don't do that, cause 9 times 10 you regret that. So I advise you, do what the wild do, don't ain't stress that, cause ambulance, but you wanna get stressed. That's seeing to your rest black. On the fast track, prices go up and down like NASDAQ. Do keep coming black like flashback. Wait, number signs in the front like hashtag. Any signs judgeable like snapback. When I give you mine, I give you my cash cap. Long as business, but I give you my ass cap or business mines. I'm getting mines. I'm verified without Instagram. Live in the flesh and on demand, and they don't move unless I tell them they come in. This what I do. This what I do. This what I do. This what I do. I'ma take my yoke, this what I do. This what I do. If you move in the economy, this what I do. I don't make bonus beat, this what I do. All of them under me, this what I do. This what I do. If you move in the economy, this what I do. I don't make bonus beat, this what I do. All of them under me, this what I do. This what I do. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. That. Don't do that. This what I do. This what I do. I'ma see you. This what I do. I'ma take my yoke. This what I do. Yeah. This what I do. Yeah. That's my time right there. My name is SL Perion. Yo, holla at me. SL Perry on music, Instagram, SL Perry on TV, YouTube. Yo, man, give Promise another hand, man. Another hand.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. All right, we're at our final panel, which is marketing in Web 3.0. Wait, let me get the correct name. Sorry, y'all. I want to make sure I get everything right. Building a core fan base by expanding to Web 3.0. And this was Cash. He was up here before. Give it up for Cash. And King Yama. He is out here doing real big things in Winston. And they're going to talk about that. I will be back in a second. So, yeah, I'll be up here. Yeah, but I got to go do something real quick. So, yeah, y'all just start off.
How everybody doing?
Mic check. B. Okay.
So I was up here earlier. I'm Cash. I run my label, Carefree Trap Boys. This is one of my artists right here. He is 17 years old. He just turned 17. He's King Yama. I discovered him through his music online, and through working with him, he recorded a couple of his songs in his closet before I met him. Those songs have now reached 1 million streams. And so now what we're doing is we're trying to put his face to his streams because he went viral and didn't know it. So now we're just trying to, attach his brand to the face and everything. So I'm just letting him talk to you some more. Introduce yourself, sir.
How y'all doing today? My name is King Yama.
Can y'all hear him? He got a lot of bass in his voice, right? My name is King Yama.
Like he said, I just turned 17. I'm also a student athlete at Reynolds High School. And
real humble.
Yeah.
Real quiet, real shy.
Yeah, I don't like to talk a lot.
But pretty much what we were doing as far as with Web3 and trying to, as far as like I was saying, establish his fan base. He already has a fan base, but his fan base doesn't know who he is. They like his music, his streams. I check him every week. He does 20,000 streams a week. But now we're just, when I met him, he didn't have any music videos. He didn't have any graphics and didn't have a logo, didn't have like the basic things that would identify him as an artist versus him just putting it on his Instagram, on his Snapchat, go to this link and stuff like that. So what I've recently done, we released some NFTs. Through the NFT release, we were able to do a virtual listening party, like I was talking about earlier. With the virtual listening party for him, I've been doing them more than often than I would with the other events. But you can go in there, you can buy the NFTs. It's a club. It's a virtual club. It's on carefreetrapboys.com. You can go check it out right now. You can purchase any of the NFTs. You can get some music along with it. And that's just one aspect as far as with the Web3, what we're doing to try and create his fan base. Now, people don't realize that Web3 isn't just VR or metaverse stuff. It's basically decentralizing the internet. So it's putting the power of the internet directly into your hands instead of how we used to do dial up and go on with AOL. And we don't have to do that anymore. We can directly communicate with each other. So that's why apps like Telegram, Discord, those also are considered Web3 based apps. You might have your browser like Google Chrome. That's a Web 2 based app. But if you were to download like a Brave browser, you would be able to visit different types of websites. So instead of just going to the .com websites, if you download or if you have the Brave browser, you can go to carefreetrapboys.nft, and that'll actually pull up a whole separate website in itself where you can see some of our NFTs and stuff. Now, as far as with him, this is like my pet project, my baby right here, because he didn't have anything as far as when I met him, besides the fact that he was already making money off of his music. So me, I have a degree in business. I got it from Livingstone. So being able to implement that, I found use for my degree again, besides just out here and doing stuff. So I just was able to find use for my degree and put back my marketing things, and I got to re-educate myself on some of the things that's going on. And then with him, his age, they're doing a lot of different things that I'm not familiar with. I didn't have a TikTok until I started managing him because I saw how effective it was. It affects his numbers a lot. So I started downloading it myself, and I've just been making a couple videos here and there, just tagging the songs. And even those streams add up once you, I believe, maybe like 100 streams or 100 views on TikTok equals up to some streams as well. And also, I just recently got paid off of Instagram Reels. I didn't know they did that. Every 1,000 views on your Instagram Reel is $5. You know what I mean? So it helped motivate me as far as creating more content because now I get paid for it. But it's also now just tapping into a new market and trying to expose them to different people.
Yeah, definitely a big way for like marketing wise. It's really has been TikTok, because TikTok, you can post almost like anything on TikTok and then somebody could find it and then just make something out of it. And so like basically that's what happened with one of my songs. The sound or like the sample that was on the song, somebody they found it and then they slowed it down, chopped and screwed it, and they put it on TikTok, and then it just went crazy. And you know,
And when I say it went crazy, you can look up just the one song. If you look it up on YouTube, people have downloaded the song. They've took the instrumental, looped it for like 3 hours, uploaded it. There's about 10 different videos of just that one song on YouTube where people have manipulated it. They chopped it, screwed it, reverbed it, all of that. And it was just for me because I used to do music. I say I used to because like I don't do music anymore. But once I saw what someone who actually has what it takes to get there, what they are working with, I realized, you know what, this isn't for me, but let me help him get to where he needs to be. And because I've been messed over so many times in this industry, I don't want that to happen to anybody else. Like I've got a song with Young Thug, you'll never hear it because it won't clear. I've got a song with Kevin Gates, you'll never hear it, it won't clear. I've got a song with Dave East, he resold the verse to someone else. Like it's just a lot of things in this industry. Is just, you just need somebody right there in your corner that can help you make the right decision so that you don't really just waste all your money.
Yeah, he's definitely put out a lot of opportunities for me that I wouldn't be able to do if I was still recording in my closet. You know, I've recently done a show, music videos, interviews, podcasts, you know, and yeah.
It's been working?
Yeah.
You satisfied?
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any questions about like Web3 things or, yes, ma'am. An NFT it stands for non-fungible token. And essentially it's a one of one. Once you own it, you own it. You own, depending on the project itself, you even own the ability to license it and create your own merch with that image. Like let's say Bored Apes. A lot of people are collecting Bored Apes, and the owners of those in the NFTs themselves are starting to create products and merch with that NFT that they own, or you can resell it.
With the NFT, can you hear me? Nope. Hello. Okay, wait, I am back. Cool. So also the CDs, they're out here that's connected to an NFT. So I don't know if the scan is on there. It's not that nab it. Okay. Just hit me up after, or just shoot me a DM on Instagram, and I will transfer the NFT license to you, so you can also have that digital copy of the CD as well as a physical copy. Because one of the things about NFTs that I like, when you have it connected to something physical, and I did this before with the Bankshot shirt, people feel that they own something. It's not just, hey, I'm going to buy something. I'm a part owner of this project. This project was just like for the Hoops and Hip Hop. This is a special deal, so y'all own a part of that. You didn't just attend. You own a part of that, and that's one of the things that I like about NFT technology. Is that license? It's not a license. It's that contract that says I took ownership into this. All y'all are owners of this community now. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it from that standpoint, not just a JPEG or whatever, but it's like I own something, then it begins to start making sense. Also,
And I know I came back, I had to go out. Sorry, y'all. So I'm gonna be a little bit long-winded. We did our first ever metaverse listening party. You want to talk a little bit more about that, Cash? Because you're so you already talked about it? Okay, cool. So we didn't do all that. Okay, cool. Yama, what's up?
Y'all ready to see Yama perform? Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, let me move out the way.
Oh, yeah. So let's get it done. Yeah, I don't think we had to hit nothing. Hello. Yeah. So you use this one. All right. Yeah. Just let me know when you're ready. Go ahead and introduce yourself again.
The name of this song called Step Back.
Yeah. Throw that boy hole up and take a step back. Keep trying that boy gonna get wet. Run to the green like it's track. Pocket so heavy, I want him more fat. I really got what your future is lack. Talent and dedication, all of that. And just be proud and they on the attack. Go get your money and run up a sack. Nigga, run up some bands. Shooting guns, nigga, I'm throwing hands. If I'm a king, you gon' follow commands. Bands.
Jeffrey be the game.
This song is called Yama 2.
Yeah. Bitch, I be cool and don't really be fucking with me. Niggas on bitches ain't drama and shit. A nigga just stay out the way, just focus on money and getting some commas and shit. Ain't worried about bitches that ain't my motherfucking lady like she my Beyonce and shit. Niggas be hating so much and they mad, so all that I hear is fuck y'all and shit.
This song is called Lada. Huh? Yeah, it's unreleased.
Turn that bass up, diplomat. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of those. We got a lot of chops. We got a lot of foes. Y'all with a bunch of snitches. Y'all with a bunch of hoes. We got a lot of drip. Yeah, we wear a lot of clothes. Pull up with a lot of shit. Pull up to the lotto. If we got a problem, then we can solve those. I'm trying to get big money. Give me a lot of dough. He got some beef with me. Man, I ain't even know. Yeah, back it out, break out the bank. And freaking nigga can't talk to his gang. We going to war, pulling up in the tank. Got that boy corner, get hit with a flank. I'm climbing the ladder, on top of the ranks. I'm capping the shit, but we never gon' sing. Y'all niggas some means, I ain't talking about dang. Raw my nigga like Ratchet and Clank. Raw the game gon' slide. That shit that they say, I scoot to the side. I want my pocket so heavy and wide. I'm watching y'all niggas like I'm using Tide. And I'm on the times, my niggas beside. It's getting too scared, so y'all better hide. He say he the best with the end of the life. Y'all the best, so we gotta reside. Y'all the best, so we gotta reside. Number one spot, little shit try to apply. Me and my shorty like Bonnie and Clyde. Don't forget the demon like I'm Mr. Hyde. Stupid Dior, I just can't decide. Cause my lungs lit gone fried. I'm having fun with this shit, I just glide. I know that y'all jealous, it's hurting y'all pride. I know that it hurt. I got my face on a shirt. I got these niggas alert. Y'all niggas is as some dirt. Can control if she a flirt. Shorty eat me like dessert. Give her fresh shot, but she curt. The money and fame I deserve. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of those. We got a lot of chops. We got a lot of foes. Y'all with a bunch of snitches. Y'all with a bunch of hoes. We got a lot of drip. Yeah, we wear a lot of clothes. Pull up with a lot of shit. Pull up to the lotto. If we got a problem, then we can solve those. I'm trying to get big money. Give me a lot of dough. He got some beef with me. Man, I ain't even know.
This next song is called Young. It was just a song to get lit to.
Got this guap on me. This broke compared to me. Got shooters from overseas. These niggas just can't fuck with me. Been talking that shit. Nigga get smell like a pig. Nigga get smell like some twigs. Shawty gon' eat like some chips. Pull up and hit on this chick. And then we gon' dip. Nigga get right on the bed. Then we lay him down in his crib. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, 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 yeah. This song called Flex. I like to flex. Shawty don't send me no text. She want me cause I'm up next. Hold up, look at these pecs. Look at that ice on my neck. Look at that ice on my wrist. Look at that ice on my chick. Look at that ice on that itch. Look at that ice on my fist. Diamonds they shine. Hitting that shit from behind. Yeah, just look at my watch. Oh, hold up, you can't see the time. I put that picture on scale. I got that shit out of hell. I got a double Chanel. If I'm a winner, no, I cannot fail. I can't fail. Bitch, I do not take no L's. Shawty, she looking so pale. Shawty a thotty. She just gon' strip on the rail. Who that girl? I cannot tell. I'ma win, I'ma prevail. Pull up in a brand new coupe. Yeah, my niggas gon' shoot. I got the sauce like ragu. If it's on the golf, thought you knew. I'm Batman, you Red John Gould. Niggas wave guns, they think they cool. I got your bitch wet, she wet like a pool. Niggas get hate cause they watch how I move. Look at them diamonds, look at these jewels. Yeah, who I am, nigga, who are you? Bitch on the flight and me and her flew. And he had no clue. I bought her new clothes and I bought her new shoes. I put her in Prada and Louis V too. They say he want war, he better say true. Before we pull up, put that boy on the news. Bitch, I been up. I sip from my cup. Don't tell me what's up. I'm not your bruh. Can you be fake? That's what's up. Go with them now, but don't come to me when I'm up. Bitch, I been 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 up. Can't fold the clay like it's clubs. Giannis, I play for them Bucks. That nigga, though, he a nut. That nigga crazy, he a nut. That bitch, he a hoe, so on. For it, you gon' get cut. Close the door, leaving it shut. Rock for the game, so I know some niggas who crack. I know some niggas who slap. I know some niggas who body. I know some niggas who chat. I know some niggas that's winning. I know some niggas that last. I know some niggas that's solid. I know some niggas who rap. I know some niggas who poppin'. Making a list while I'm dropping. Get out of the picture, I'm paying. If you ain't getting out, I'm cropping. Y'all niggas keep hating, I'm stopping. That's okay, giving me progress. Cause when I'm on top of the ladder, I'm telling y'all that I've been popping. Bitch, I've been up. I sip from my cup. Yeah, don't tell me what's up. Yeah, I'm not your bruh. Yeah, niggas be fake. Shit, that's what's up. I go with them now, but don't come to me when I'm up. Yeah, bitch, I've been up. 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 Yeah. Thank y'all. I'd like to thank Promise Magnum for putting this thing together. You know, Hoops and Hip Hop's conference. You know, I'm a bit of both worlds, so I'm like geeked about this. But it's King Yama all on all social medias, Instagram, Carefree Trap Boys on YouTube, carefreetrapboys.com.
Kenyama on Twitter and everything. Thank you.
Hey, guess what, y'all? We did it. Hey, we did it. All y'all owners of this, all y'all owners, we did this. This is a Hoops and Hip Hop Conference. It will not be the last one. We will have more. I don't know when, but what I do know is this was awesome. Yeah, this was awesome. Hey, Cash, come here real quick. Hold that real quick. For what? I don't know.
If he playing music, I ain't rapping. He playing music.
Man, dog.
You got all my music on there?
Reach in that bag and grab my wallet. It's the one that say bad motherfucker. It's cash motherfucker. Diamonds hit so hard like they had brass on the knuckles. They wanna follow in my footsteps, see the path that I left them. Remember how I flipped packs off of the metro? So much gas, ain't no Valero. Fraternized with all the fellows. You never seen a fiend nod off, almost fell over. We different. You wish you could experience a life we regret living. Silver spoon, nigga. I ate so much hamburger helper that is sickening. Swore to myself I'd never put my son in that position, dog. All the times I gambled with my freedom and risked it all. Came too far to trick it off. When life getting hard, it's cause you saw it.
Hey, when life getting hard, it's cause you saw it.
Nigga, first off, the loudest in the room is the worst off. What's your work, dog? I made something out of that and made it work, dog. All the things I did to get here, think your worst thoughts. What's your worst loss? Nigga got it out the mud, brushed the dirt off. You ain't getting bread and crumbs, those is croutons, bitch. I'm dripping all the sauce, this is poupon. I do my money dance with my jewels on. Shoulda never gave us money, act a fool, ho. Old bitch steady calling, tell her move on. Used to wear chucks, now I got lubes on. Turn copper and silver to blue notes. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. Another 24 and 9, you ain't make shit. For a broke ass nigga, you just play rich. You a lame ass nigga, you just make hits.
Carefree. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you.
Had a little bit of fun. Had a little bit of fun, but that's it. Yeah, we got some refreshments in the back if y'all want. Will, thank you so much. Jefferson, thank you so much. Uncle Bill, thank you so much. Hoop it up, thank you so much. Shay, thank you so much. Miss Good News, thank you so much. Russ, thank you so much. He's not here. He's down Salisbury, but thank you so much. I think I'm missing a lot of people. Van X, thank you so much. Let's see. Jeanette, thank you so much. Chisa, thank you so much. Oh, thank Oh, and a couple more shameless plugs. Every first and third Thursday, if you're in Winston, we have East Winston Esports Night. We play basketball. Oh, not basketball, but we play NBA 2K and Madden. So we do that. What else is happening? On the 9th of June, we have, what do we have? The future in North Carolina Future of Sports. So it's a panel. It's gonna be another panel. Bobby? Oh, sorry. You're right, Bobby. Bobby, thank you. Sorry, camera person. We'll be at Flywheel down there in Winston. That's gonna be awesome. On the 11th, we will have the Juneteenth Classic. There's a 1v1 and 2v2 game down at Minnie Lee Davis Harris Community Center. So we're gonna have basketball down there, plus more music, stuff like that. And a couple more other things. June 4th, we have another esports tournament, but this one's for the adults only because, it's a pressure test. We're going to say it like that. So we're going to play Halo. We're going to play Fortnite. And we're going to play some Smash Brothers Melee. So we got all the, and drink some beer. And we're going to drink some beer. So that's it. Promise Mangum, the Hoops and Hip Hop Conference. We're out. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. Lunch? Almost done. Dinner? No? You about to roll out?